we rowdy. Shouts to all my lost boys. 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 We rowdy. Shouts to all my lost boys.
What's up, Ethan? Just jamming out for a second there. I got the music cranked up. That's how I like to come in, hot. It's an oldie. Right, that was good. Look, I got my Skrillex glasses on too. You know? Why not? All right. Take it down a little there, you know. Won't blast you out. And we'll go to our normal, you know. Your car. Isn't it? Don't give it a fuck. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Why not? I don't know what this one is. We'll try it. What is that? Single Friday. Let's see what this is. I don't know. We'll try it out, Ethan. Yeah, I thought the article was, I actually didn't get a chance to read through the whole thing. But it looked like it was applicable, right? Because you kind of want to like, right? You don't want to give away, like a lot of people don't even think about it. That's why it was a really good question that you asked, actually, right? Because a lot of people don't even think about it. They're just like, oh, you know, like, oh, I'll just tell them, because you know what happened, right? On the programmatic side of things, right? Like, you know that it was a wrong email, or oh, they typed their password in wrong or whatever. So, you know, you could be specific about what was wrong, right? But then now you open yourself up, right, potentially to, you're giving away some information now, right? So it's like, you want to help the user, but you don't want to help the attacker either. You know? So yeah, no, that's why it is that, and I think that's why you mainly see on most, you know, commercial sites and stuff, like they just say, you know, some of them don't even say anything. They just say like they don't even tell you that it's even an email that's the username, right? Because that, if you think about digging into it even a little deeper, right? Because a lot of people say your email or whatever, or your username and password was wrong, right? But some people, or some places I've seen now, are just they're not even giving away the hint of, oh, the email is the username. They're just saying stuff like, you've inputted the wrong credentials. You know, keeping it real generic, so that it's like, you don't have, is username just a bunch of characters, or is it an email, or is it... Oh, Ethan with security on the mind. processes. This should be interesting. Interesting if you like processes, I guess. I made sure to leave the container up so that I didn't lose all my installs and stuff. Because of course, as soon as you blow the container away, all the everything else that we put in there would be gone. Well. Cool. All right. I found out this pretty cool thing today with Docker that I didn't know you could do. That you could, because I was on a registry and they had their images stored as tar files, or they call it, right? Or, yeah, I guess you could say tar file, right? And I was like, huh, I've never seen that before. Like, how do you? So then I downloaded it and, you know, like opened it up and I'm like, okay, there's a bunch of, like, what, how is this the image? What are you supposed to do with this, you know? And sure enough, there is a command in Docker that you can say docker load tac input and then give it the tar file and it'll pull it in and create the image for you. Like, what? Sweetness. It was all, and so then it made total sense. So you can't really just pass an image around, right? You can push them to, you know, registries and repositories, like, right? But you can't, like, there's really no way to share an image between each other unless you were doing it through like a Docker Hub or some other sort of container registry, right? Because it's special, right? So the container and the image are special. You can't just like, here's a file, go. But there is, right? You can export out a tar of the image and then import basically that tar back in. And so it's a great way to be able to pass like containers around. I was like, that's cool. I did not know that. We'll have to see if any of our Docker nerds show up this evening, and I'll have to tell them about that one if they didn't, because even some of the people I was working with who are pretty Docker savvy, they were like, oh, I didn't know you could do that. So I guess it's not as, I don't know. I guess if you never needed to do that, it just you would never look it up, right? I mean, you'd never ever even do that. Like, you pretty much just like mess around with pulling and pushing images to different places and stuff. So I guess unless you had a use case for, yeah. So anywho, processes is what we are talking about this evening. Processes. PS. Cool. So processes, right? Like all the shit that's running in your machine or potentially anywhere, right? Container or something, whatever. A process. Processes are programs that are running on your machine. Hey, look at that. It's amazing. I just guessed that. It was right in front of me. They are managed by the kernel. Sir, ma'am. And each process has an ID associated with it called the process ID, the PID. This PID is assigned in the order that processes are created. So go ahead and run. Let's do that, right? We got a little PS. So this is nice and simple. I like that we're in our little minimized container, right? We don't have many processes. One of them is the process itself. PS, right? Check it. And then we have two bashes. I don't understand why that is, but that's okay. Because this is within the container, so I'm not sure why there would be two. I do not know what PTS/ and the number means. Oh, wait, are they going to tell us? Okay, tell us. Let's tell us. We got the PID, which is our process ID, and then TTY, controlling terminal associated with the process. So we'll go into detail about this later. Oh, good. Tell me more. Stat, process status code. I don't have a stat on this one. Time, total CPU. Here, let's do this real quick. No, do I not? Do I not have one? Really? Just need another window here. Because this one right here will have my Mac. A Mac, so let's try PS on there. Okay, there we get a few more commands. Interesting, but still not the stat. Still don't get the stat one. I wonder what that is about. That's okay. I'm not worried. Why does it always just do the process complete and then you never closes the window? How do you terminate and close the window? Very strange. Okay, cool. So back over here. Bam, bam. I don't have a sticky window created yet like I want to. We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna build an extension. We'll call it sticky term. Because that sounds really funny, right? Anything going on with you, Ethan? Anything new? How's rugby? Kicking ass, taking names? Oh, sorry, Harlski. All right, so, okay, time, the total CPU usage time. So right now, Bash has been up for what? What does that mean? So if I run this again, will I see that time have gone up? No. Why? Oh, is that in, what's the breakdown? Anyway, command, name of executable command. Okay, bash and, okay. So if you look at the man page for PS, you'll see that there are lots of command options you can pass. They will vary depending on what options you want to use, BSD, GNU, or Unix. And in my opinion, the BSD style is more popular to use, so we're gonna go with that. Fine, let's do it. Let's be with the popular kids. No, just kidding. I'm currently making a, what's MEVN auth app from scratch? Implementing the front end now. Nice. What's Maven? MEVN. Mongo Express View Node, right? Ah, I guessed it. It's the Maven. It's the Maven. Mevin, maybe? We say Mevin? Maybe Mevin, right? Mevin. The Mevin. Because there's the Mern, there's the Mean, and the Mevin. I like it. I like it. Nice, nice, nice. What are you using? What is it? Auth app from scratch. And what do you mean by auth app? Curious. Is it just an application that has auth built into it, like, and then you can log in, and then you're gonna have other app features and such? So just log in and register. Oh, so you're just building like an app at this point, right? And so you're just doing the and then build on it, right. So just you got the basic application scaffold ready to go. You got auth built in, so you could log in and get to a page, show, log in and out, and then the rest is ready to be built. That's sweet, dude. That's really cool. What did you use for auth? Somebody showed something the other. What was I watching the other day? And I was like, that's really a Clarkio. He was using some auth. What was it? And I'm trying to think of something that will make me think of. It was called auth something, like it was like auth 5 or auth something, or it's a really popular one too. I know it is. What am I trying to think of? Node auth package. I'm trying to think of how I could get to what Passport I'm familiar with. Hold on one second. All right, sorry about that. Family calls. JWT for validation, bcrypt for hashing, JSON web token, which is JWT for web tokens, and express router for the routes. Right, but are you using, oh, okay, so you're doing the, nice. Have you ever used, some of these are real nice. Like Passport is really, really popular. You basically can add in social auth and stuff into it. I've used Passport. Oh, nice. Passport Discord. Oh, okay, sweet. Yeah, right. It's really nice, I think, right? At least when I remember using it, I remember it being pretty easy. It was like you just kind of pop in line in your route, like what you want it to do, and it kind of just will do it for you. I remember it being pretty easy to set up. Yeah, that's cool. I want to remember. I want to see what this other one was, because it was a really good. I'm trying to remember. Oh, there it is. Auth. That's what it was. I was like, it has this star thing. There you go. And I was like, it's auth something, right? I'm like, it's auth something. Create a simple and secure Node Express app. Oh, that's exactly what you just did, Ethan, right? Check it, yo. From Dan Arias, R&D content engineer. Well, tell us what you'll build. Oh wow, this just goes like right to the. That's cool. I'm gonna have to go through that one of these days. This looks pretty interesting. Oh, and look, they're using Passport with it. Oh, so auth is the service. That's what I'm missing at. Okay. Do you want to receive desktop? No. So that's what it is. You can see, right? So here is setting up Passport with Node. So that indicates to me, that's right. The auth is like they're providing the authentication, right? Like, that's cool. I would assume developers. That's us. I got my developer hat on today. Word, Ethan. If you want one, dude, it's a must. Actually, I need to put his. I told Travis today that I was going to do that too. I need to put his. He actually just rebranded. Like, his stuff is looking sick, dude. Like, check this out. And this is this web developer named Travis Werblow out in Denver, Colorado. And he started with this brand developer, right? And he had a ton of products. But then he it's like it was like, yeah, I was just like, these little sayings would pop in my head, and I'd make like a design or something and put it up there. And he's like, and I really just got to the point where he's like, it was not what I wanted. Like, I really wanted to build a brand and not like just some kind of like, you know, Reddit type t-shirt shop or whatever you want to call it. A Redbubble. That's what I meant to say. I'm trying to find real quick here. Hey, there you are, Ethan. Hey, what's up? Where did I, wasn't it on this one? No, thanks. It should be on this one. Why am I not seeing it? Oh, because that was on the wrong. Where did I say? It must be on the developer one, right? Come on. There, like, check it. So like, look at how nice this packaging is and stuff. Like, he really went back and said, I'm redoing the whole thing. He scrapped the entire website. He went ahead and this is kind of cool about it, right? So he's a developer, which is the cool part, right? So he wrote about it too. So like, he redid the whole site. It used to just be completely run by Shopify. And so he wound up actually, he still is using Shopify as but just purely as the back end. And he redid the whole front end and all the interaction and all that stuff. He coded all that out from scratch. And so, yeah, so it was cool. And so now he's like, I'm finally doing it the way I really wanted to do it. I wanted it to be like a real brand, not just a thing. So like, you can tell, like, when you look at this, you're like, the quality of, like, you know what I mean? Like the packaging, You know, it just looks clean. This is just a pin, which is, I think, is cool actually. But yeah, he really doesn't have hardly any of the amount of products that he used to have. So, you know, he's got the hats. These are a little bit different design than like the one I had. Like I got the vintage now, Ethan. Vintage. What's up? And like I like this one actually. It's pretty dope. Actually, this is pretty clean too. You need this one right there, man. You show up at the rugby tournaments. What's up, girls? Hey. I play rugby and I dev. What? I got brains and muscles. Ha! But yeah, so just a cool, I thought it was funny. Rock that out on the old car. But I got my shirt, which I love. It's awesome. And again, like I said, the quality is crazy. Like he worked with a local designer. It's got like a nice like brand, like little tagging, and there, you know, the back, it's got in the neck, it's all like branded. So I think he's doing a great job, you know, and it's been around for a while. You know, he's been doing it for but yeah, I'm really happy, dude. When he sends you the stuff, it comes in a branded bag. It comes with a handwritten note from him and stuff on it, and of course, like, and then like he threw in a bunch of stickers and stuff, like free, you know. That stuff wasn't even, so I got my, you know, whatever. Anyway, I got talking about him for a while, but I like supporting other devs, you know. And so if you're into the shit, you know what I mean, boom, like, oh, here, let me show you. That's him right there. So he used to do all these things, like I turned to coffee into code, this DVLPR shirt, right, this old school. You can even see this one is an old school one. But yeah, anyway, developers worn by 800 plus developers in 60 plus countries all around the world. Ethan could be next. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this. I gotta build up to it though. When we make affiliate, or when we make the live coders team, I'm gonna get some of this swag, and then we're gonna do some kind of like thing, and I'll do a giveaway, and I'm gonna send out some of his gear to help spread the love to like whoever wins, whatever we do. Got to build the audience first, right? We got to get there. So once we make the live coders team, I think that'd be a good goal, and then we'll do something fun on that when that happens. I think that sounds cool. Why not? People like shit. That'd be pretty good. That'd be a pretty good giveaway, right? Like, I mean, get a nice embroidered like hat that says DVLPR on it for developers. I think they'd be pretty stoked about that. And you know, it's pretty good. Have to do the t-shirt too one time, maybe. That's a $30 drop right there though. I'm not made of money. I just like other people to rep like their love, you know. That's what CodeHustle's kind of thing is about too, right? I was gonna do CodeHustle hat. Well, I did do like the one that I wear normally, right, Ethan, you know, but could do one with the actual this logo, which would be pretty cool. I actually did talk to Travis back when he had his old store about like hosting a couple of CodeHustle products. What he did, we didn't ever like collab on it at some point, but he did wind up like throwing in like, I think it still even works. I think if you go and check out, I think if you put CodeHustle in the promo code, it gives you like 20% discount or something. Anyhow, processes, what? Did we go way off course or what? That's okay, Ethan, we're just hanging out. Got a show. Oh, and hey, if you actually, since I'm sorry, you know, bear with me, but while we're on the love train here, there's also this site. I wonder if it's still even, and is it, I thought it was a .com. DevSwag, yeah. So like this place here, we're back open. They have a bunch of stuff, but their stuff is like, you can find a bunch of old, like that's where this shirt came from. This is an old Ember conference shirt. And so they'll have, like I got this shirt for like $3 or something like that, or it might've been $6. But they got a bunch of cool web dev stuff. I bought JS stickers from them. You get a pack of like, I think you get it's a pack, I thought. Or is it just one? $6 is kind of, so sorry, they don't have it anymore. Bastards, no. Where was the thing? I wanted to see if they have any more of the shirts. Oh, these are new. Oh, look, new Ember ones. These are the pricey ones. They did have. Let's see if I can get to the. If I'm curious. Oh wow, they got some new ones. Virtual Ember Conf. Nice. See, here you go. Look, $9.99. So you'll find. So what they do is they get like old. They get the old conference swag and stuff like that. Wow, what about all this stuff? Can I get all that too? I want all that. Oh, look at the Twilio. Nice. I need a Twilio sticker. Simple practice. I'm all about the swag, bro. I gotta look at this shit. I love it. Shipping would be, yeah, I know for you guys right in the UK. But look, see, they always have like limited. I might have to just get one of these right now. That's the woman's. This is the men's. I don't even use Ember, but it just is like, it's cool, and I like their little. I like their guys. Or their, I shouldn't say guys. It's their chipmunks or whatever. But see, $9. Ship with no shirt. Wait a second. Are they saying that this whole swag thing is $9.99? That can't be right. Virtual Ember Conf swag. Did you attend the, or did you want immediately following the conference? We ship bag. I think that the $10 will cover their time. Yeah, right. That says virtual comfort swag. Like old Zitterhand. What's up? Don't worry, we're gonna be doing stuff. We're just swagging out right now. First, I was showing Ethan about where you get the DVLPR stuff from developer.io, DVLPR.io. It's good stuff. And Dev Swag is another one. And this is like old conference stuff. Like, cool. This is, see, right? Portland, Oregon, March, whatever. It's the EmberConf. But this one looks like this is every one of these stickers comes in this pack with this other shit. Look. And it's $9.99? Oh, I'm gonna have to do something about this. Unisex medium. Go up a size if you're gonna, yeah, right? And look at that. Bam. Really? I get all that? This is gonna have to happen. I'm not gonna do it here on front of you guys, but because then you guys would all be sending me stuff, wouldn't you? No. Cool. Let's get back to some Linux. But I think I'm gonna buy that. That's $9.99, dude. You can't go wrong with that, right? Breakout. Just here for a couple of minutes. Our time zones are not compatible. I know, right? Damn, sorry. You know, I'm gonna have to start doing some different times, maybe. That'd be kind of fun, right? Or maybe on my weekends, I'll do morning. I used to do that actually when I was first do like morning sessions. You know, you have to start earlier. Yeah, or I could, right? The thing is, you know what it is I get out of work, you know, like anywhere between like 4 and 6 o'clock in the evening, you know. Like tonight I got out at 6, so then I give myself at least an hour or two to try to like eat something and hang out with, you know, and then come and jump back on. So right now it is 8 p.m. or 2000 or 20 o'clock or whatever. The US is the only one that uses AM PM, right? Everybody else uses a 24-hour clock. It's 2000. 2000. Got it. Yeah, I know. I figured you did. I'm just messing around. But yeah, so I'll have to, yeah. So that's the thing. Like I said, it's kind of hard because, like, again, I want to get off, you know, work and stuff, and then at least have a couple hours to, you know, mess about, hang with the fam, eat some food, you know, whatever, and then jump back on at like 8 at night, and then I usually go till like almost midnight, and then I wake up at like, you know, whatever, 6 or 7 in the morning, do it all over again. But I do have an idea for an app that we're going to build here on stream now that I actually have something I really actually can want to build. Not, well, I mean, it's, anyhow, it's something. No, I want to build a like an acronym app, basically, where, because at my work, oh my goodness, the plethora of acronyms that we have is ungodly. I remember when I first got there that they, like, the project I showed up on, like, they had like the organization, they gave me 2 Word documents. One Word document was like the organization's acronyms, and the other one was like the project's acronyms. And we're talking like hundreds. I'm like, how? I sat in the first meeting and I was just like, what gibberish are you all speaking? Oh my god. It was just like, so on the QFNT, we're gonna go over and go handle the OEM and take the OCR, and then we'll push that over, okay? And then once we get that in place, we'll TNZ it, we'll go over here, we'll LO5 it, and then we'll go over there, we'll do the RSC. Okay, does everybody got that? Me? No, got it. So I thought maybe I could build like a cool little like acronym app where it'll have a, you know, an ongoing database of all of the acronyms related to like the organization that I work for and projects and such, and allow people to be able to create, you know, just dump in acronyms and their definitions in there, and then make it searchable and stuff like that. And I just thought that maybe that'd be cool, and then probably either make it like an actual mobile, or we could maybe work with something like React Native and try doing that, or you know, could just make it like a responsive type site where it'll display nice on mobile, even though it's, so, you know, just some thoughts around it. Yeah. So, back to processes, PSs. We have 3 running on our little Docker container of Ubuntu here. And so, oh, by the way, though, sounds like a fun, right? And I think it'd be good, right? And then we could even do like Ethan did. We could add authentication into it so that the person has to authenticate into the app possibly. And this way they can, you know, and then we could, you know, you really could grow it, right? It could turn into an application that's a little more than just a dumping ground for acronyms. It could be where the people can come in, they can manage their acronyms, they can create maybe projects, and then be able to have project related acronyms, so that this way when people come in, they can search the acronyms, but they can break it down and filter by project name versus organization associated, or, you know, maybe even, you know, and maybe allow it to be where the acronyms are not just the acronyms and the definition, but if it's associated to, say, like a specific vendor, maybe you could have like a vendor selection, you know, be like, oh, this is an Oracle, you know, acronym. And then this way you can really refine down looking up acronyms. And I want it to be fast, so that like, so that somebody can, like on their phone, be just quick, or even at their desktop have a little widget or something just off to the side, and maybe that's where, I mean, we could do like an Electron, like we could make like a little mini desktop application that you could just have up in the corner, because that's mainly when you need it, more so than mobile. If I think about usage and what they actually would need when they would use it, it would more than likely be they would be in front of their computer, because even in meetings and stuff, people are always, they're in their laptop, not so much in their phone, because people are usually following along with either a slide deck or they're checking email or whatever. And that's the thing, right? Here's the trick about it is, and this is why I also want to build it, is, you know, when I first started, you're like completely lost. And so instead of having to interrupt or you know, honestly feel like an idiot, like you don't know what anybody's talking about. You could just have the everybody gets it, so it's not like, oh, you're special, you get this. No, like everybody, you know, like, hey man, there's this tool, everybody, you know. And in this way, you know, when you're in the meeting and stuff, you'd be like, oh, LFR, let me type that in. Boom, it shows up, it gives you a list. You're like, oh, you know, if you know it's Oracle related or something, you'd be like, oh, let me do, and it comes up real fast. And then this way you're in the know quick, you know. And so that might be kind of like, so I think that might be kind of a cool project that I think we could build out, and you could make it pretty decent, like size app, I guess. You know, at minimum, base would just have it be simple and just be like, here, put in an acronym, put in a definition, you know. But I think I'd want to, like, I probably would really do it like a real project too. So I would actually either like Trello it, or, oh, maybe probably just do it in GitHub, like GitHub issues, right? Like you can use GitHub as the kind of like your project tracking, because issues are right. Typically you use it, but I've seen people use their issues like inside of a project, unless they actually have don't they have, I thought they added some stuff, I'm trying to remember now. But yeah, like welcome issues, track to-dos. Oh yeah, so it is to-dos as well, like not just bugs and stuff. So cool. So yeah, I would probably maybe use this, because then you can tie your code base to issues, and like you can link stuff to your code base through that, I believe, as well. So that'd be cool. But yeah, I'd probably start just dumping out a bunch of like everything I just mentioned, you know, like authentication, ability to filter, and get more and more in detail. So we could build out a nice like backlog of stuff to do, and then we can actually drive it like a real project, kind of, or, you know, at least somewhat like you would do in a real project. Yeah, so that's kind of what I was thinking. I was thinking about that earlier, so I think that might be what we do after this Learning Linux gets wrapped up. Speaking of that, we might want to do some of that today. What do you think? Are you a Docker old zitter? Was it? I think, right? Didn't you? I don't know why I felt like you were saying stuff about it. I found out a cool Docker. Nice. Yeah. I didn't know that you could export and import like tar files that are representation or exported or import, whatever, containers or images. So I didn't realize that. So you can run like this, you can say docker load input and then pull a tar file of an exported image, and it'll create the image for you, and there you go. I was like, wow, I didn't know you could do that. Normally everything I've ever done with Docker is pulling and pushing to a container registry or repository, you know. So you don't work with tar or zip or anything like that, you know. So yeah, thought that was really cool. Learned that today. All right, so we learned PID. We know what that is. We still don't really have an idea of I'm not even getting stat as a process code. They're showing it here. That's all good. So they said that there's a couple different kinds, right? Depending, but BSD is the most popular. That's the one that they said they're going to use. Let's see if we even have it, because these are minimal containers, right? We found out. So let's see. So PS augs. Let's see if this is going to work. It does. Nice. So let me just spread this out a little bit here, so that I can kind of see it on the lines like it should be. So the A displays, oh, is that not, are these separate? Oh, okay, it is. It's like AUX. I actually thought that whole command was like aux, like, you know, anyway, you learn something new every day. So the A displays all processes running. Okay, so like basically process all, got it. All right, so including the ones being ran by other users. Okay, cool. So you would see both oh, now I'm seeing the stat thing. Okay, continue. The U shows more details about the process. Okay. And finally, the X lists all the processes that don't have a TTY associated with it, which is a controlling terminal associated with the process. Okay, well, it says I'll go into that more later, so I guess we will. Oh, it's right here too. Controlling terminal associated with, oh, so like meaning like the terminal that you ran the process in? Is that what that might mean? Controlling terminal associated with the process. That's the way I'm reading that. So, and that was what? That's the TTY. So right now, 0 would maybe be, right? Is this, possibly. I guess we could actually pop open another terminal. Well, I don't know if you would you see that? I don't know. Anyway, we'll keep moving along. We're getting there. You'll notice you're seeing a lot more fields now. Yes, we sure are. Okay. In a later course on advanced processes, we'll go over some of these again. Okay, so we still have our user, which is root. We got our process ID, which is, so this is 2030 on the PS aux. 36 on that, I wonder. Okay. The CPU percent. Memory use, I guess, right? CPU time used divided by the time the process has running ratio. Okay. And then VS, which is what? Virtual memory usage of the entire process. Interesting. Okay. You would see it. I would, if I spun up another container. Or actually, can you... because if I do this, that's not in that anymore, right? If I wanted to, I'd have to say Docker, oh, I already forgot, right? Docker run integrated, and it is Ubuntu, right? We're on right now. So will this actually, so, okay, so that's in there, right? Let me just, can I run something like just like that, I guess, or whatever, right? And then if I go over here, you're saying you think I'll see it? No, another bash. Oh, what do you mean by another bash? I don't know it. I'm not sure what that means. Like, do I launch it from in here? Like, is what are you saying, or how? I don't know. I know Linux. I know no Linux. I do not know. I know no Linux. I know no Linux. No, another bash, man. I don't know. I don't know another bash. Well, that's the price you pay for not knowing. The PDS command can get a little messy to look at. Yeah, sure it is. For now, the fields we'll look at the most are the PID, stat, and command. Okay, so another very useful command is top. I've actually used that before, but just to keep a window stuck open. So top gives you real-time information about the if you would connect to the instance with SSH, for example. Well, how does it connect? How is it connecting when I'm running this? Is that not SSHing into the container? Or no, I guess not, right? Because you don't really pass it any credentials. Or well, maybe it does though, because it might not be set up to prompt for creds. So yeah, how does that, do you know the answer to that question? Like when you're in your, like my Mac terminal, and then I say, you know, Docker run integrated, and then image, how is it connecting to that image's terminal? Is that, I guess it's not, I mean, Could be some special freaking Docker stuff. I don't know. I'm like, does it SSH to it? Because that's why I was curious. Because you could, right? Like what would happen if, because, oh, I don't know if you can tell actually, right? Because all containers all get, right, they all get a default, like, yeah, I don't know either. That's a good question though, right? Oh, I like, because wouldn't that be kind of cool if it was, like, if it's SSHing when you launch it? I don't know. So here's my, oh, look, it actually, when I did the Docker run Ubuntu, like integrated terminal, that's why too, look, well, that's why you said it wasn't going to work. It spun up another container, right? But what I was curious about is, I don't think, yeah, I was gonna say, I thought they all got, right, they all get IP addresses. I don't know how you see, I'd have to do that probably from here, but I'm not exactly sure how you actually would see. Stats displays live stream of containers, resource usage statistics, unpause, update version, wait. I was just seeing if there was anything that was simple that might maybe display system-wide info. That might be it. I was curious to see if they showed, if there was a thing to, oh, here we go, maybe network, right? Manage commands. All right, what are these ones? Gotta step back. Like, daemon socket to connect to. So can you say like Docker? Wait. Well, that says sockets though, right? So name of the content to use, connect to the daemon, overrides Docker host, environment variable. Context, okay. Load config files. This is interesting. I'm not sure. Let's see. Is it, we can try out these and just see what happens. But so the first one, I would think maybe, I was thinking maybe this one, right? It says host list, so you can do attack capital H, I guess. And I'm just, well, wait a second though, but, oh, I was thinking that you made that, okay, I'm confused now. Because they're saying like host, I'm just gonna do this and see what happens. That didn't do anything, did it? Or is it because I didn't do what I was supposed to do? Why did that not do anything? I don't know. Okay, so then there's another one here. Where was it? Info, I think I saw, or something like that. I'm trying to see, or network, right? I was like, maybe network has? I don't know. Docker network? I don't, but then what do you do? Like Docker network, and then do you type like the container you're trying to mess with, or the image you're trying to mess with? Connect. Docker network Ubuntu. Docker network, and then the command. Okay, Docker network connect, or list networks. Okay. Docker network. Here we go from learning Linux to, well, that's kind of Linuxy, right? We're doing Linuxy stuff. LS, right? Is that what it says? Docker network LS. Ah, and okay. And that just says local though, so no IP address. What else do we get? Is there anything that disconnect, create a network, and connect a container to a network? Oh, inspect maybe. Display detailed information on one or more networks. Okay. So Docker network inspect. Options network. Okay. Docker network inspect, and then I don't know. That's interesting. How do you do that? I'm gonna find out. I don't wanna like keep guessing. Show Docker container IP. I would think it'd be pretty easy, right? Docker inspect, right? That's what we were thinking. Old Docker client syntax, modern Docker client, okay. So then you do, oh really? You gotta type all this craziness in there? Why do I feel like that's not gonna work? And then it wants the, then it wants the container's ID, which is gonna be, which one did we just do? I'm trying to remember now. Jesus Christmas. Oh, well, I don't even see. Oh, that's the network stuff. Okay, hold on. So Docker, right, doesn't images list the IDs, right? Image ID, right? So we're looking at Ubuntu, right? So we want to do this. Oh, you can do container name too. Okay, or ID. That makes it easier. So I can just go Ubuntu. Right, let's see if this works. Ah, map has no entry for key network setting. Ah, Louise. Jeez Louise. All right. Wow. Oh, wait. I'm not in. Oh, yeah. No, okay. Sorry. I don't know. I don't know. All right. Well, I'm not going to worry about it too much, but I was just kind of interested in seeing how that. But we'll mess about with that sometimes. So what was the top thing again? Top is an extremely useful tool to see what processes are taking up a lot of resources. I'm assuming right now this won't be using much of anything. Yeah, it's just those, right? So nothing fancy there, but I'm sure if I do that over here, we'll see a lot more things going. Because here we go, right? Got OBS going, right? Want to be famous, my phone. Nah, I'm good. We got the OBS browser, so you get to see everything jumping around. So I guess this is just showing you like these are all of the. That's cool. Nice. Okay, cool. All right, escape out of that. Don't need that going, but let's go into controlling the terminal. Try without the things inside of quotes. Oh, okay, hold on. I'll listen. Wait, what am I on the wrong side? Wait a second, why am I not able to? I don't think my up stuff works. So you said, what did you say? It's just format options. Oh, try without the things inside the quotes. Oh, so just completely remove that whole. So you're saying like just get rid of all this? Docker. Oh, duh, I'm on the wrong side. Jeez Louise, no wonder why. It's been a long day. No, it's all good. It's all good. You said, and the if option. Yeah, right. So like this, right? Like try like that. Docker inspect f file or oh, and you're saying and get rid of. Gotcha. Okay, let's see what's got here. What is this? Nice though. That's cool. Got a whole nice JSON dump here of, or array of objects. Let's see. Do we see anything in here with? Got host name, domain. Do we got a IP address up in this thing? Oh my goodness, doggy dog's up in his house. Shh. It's all good. Sorry about that, Eddie. And Old and Elzitter and Ethan. Dog barking craziness. Your ears okay? Are we safe? By the way, Eddie, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you dropping in and saying what's up and helping out. This is good, actually. I wanted to. This is actually good to know. But let's see if it actually does. It have our what we're looking for in there? Does it have an IP address? Doesn't look like it. How do you SSH into a container? We don't even really need to. It was really more of a thing that we were trying out, but so it's not like I need to do that. It was we were kind of just messing about and seeing, and then I was like, oh, how do you? Because I was saying when you do, and Eddie, I don't know, maybe you know the answer if you're done Docker, is when you run like Docker run tac it and then your image in your host's computer, right? And then it spins into it opens up the integrated terminal, right? Basically to the container. How is it connecting to that? Like, is that an SSH connection? Like an unauthenticated, just, I'm not sure. So we were trying to figure out what the deal was with that. But again, it kind of just took us off course a little bit, but it's all good. It's all good. We're all learning here. Cool. Okay, so we can move on to controlling the terminal. So we discussed how there is TTY field in the PS output. Okay. This is why they said they're getting into it. So the TTY is the terminal that executed the command. Gotcha. I'll bring this up again over here. All right, cool. So there's two types of terminals. There's regular terminal devices and pseudo terminal devices. A regular terminal device is a native terminal device that you can type into and send output to your system. This sounds like the terminal application you've been launching to get to your shell, but it's not. Okay. We're going to segue so you can see this action. Go ahead and type Control-Alt-F1 to get into TTY1, the first virtual console. You'll notice how you don't have anything except the terminal, no graphics, etc. This is considered a regular terminal device. You can exit this with Control-Alt-F7. What are they talking about? They're saying from, are they saying from Control-Alt-F1? I don't think that's going to do anything for me. This will take you out of your desktop session. Okay. Like, does it open up another terminal? Maybe I should do it on this side and try it in here. Or should I just do a new... What are they trying to show here? I don't... Pseudo terminal is what you can use to work in the emulate terminals with the shell terminal window and are denoted by PTS. If you look at PS again, you'll see your shell process is under PTS. Yes, I did notice that. Right, when we looked at when we were looking at this, right? It's PTS right here, right? That's the type of terminal. So a pseudo terminal, word. Okay, let's see here. So for example, if you were running a program on your shell window, such as find, and you close the window, your process would also go with it. It's a non-graphical mode. You're running a Mac. I don't know if it has this oh, okay. Yeah. Now, but this right here, Eddie, is a... Now, I don't know if it would be any different, but this is actually a Docker container running Ubuntu. I don't know if that makes any difference or not. But also when I tried control, and I guess it's option on my, right? Control option F1. Didn't do anything. Control Alt F7. That's not gonna do anything either. Or I don't know, would I not see it? Holy shit, I did it. You did what? Created authentication? You got auth working or what? I don't know. I'm guessing. Yes, nice, nice. You got to do that, yeah. Right. It's all about the Mevin. The Mevin, we said, right? The Mevin love. Brennan, but it works as expected. That's all that matters, dude. Yeah. You can always make it look pretty. Right? But yeah, the functionality is the key part, right? You get that functionality going. The rest is... I don't want to say gravy, you know, but you just feel like... Although then you probably get stuck in some CSS thing. Why is this not working? Backend was so much easier. Right? Trade-offs. All right, so I don't know. Now to learn view routes. Ooh. Right, isn't routes are built into the view, isn't it? Not like React where you have to do like add a routing library into it. Good luck, good luck. I'm learning Vue 2. Oh, nice, nice, Eddie. That's sweet. Yeah, Ethan was doing some integrating authentication into his Vue app. Although he doesn't have an app yet. He started with the auth, so that's cool. Pete, Eddie, thanks so much for the follow, brother. Appreciate it. Thanks for hanging with the Code Hustlers. We'll have to send you out a sticker, you know? Word up. Old Zitterhand. All right, have a good evening. Be good. Have a great Tuesday. Don't work too hard. Cool. All right. So, yeah. So I get it. We got the two. I'm not going to worry about this too much because it's not really obviously critical at this point. So I'm going to just move on to what process details are. Oh, wow. This is really just getting into some... Don't try anything, just do this. Before we get more practical applications of processes, we have to first understand what they are and how they work. So this part can get confusing since we are diving into the nitty gritty. Oh geez. So feel free to come back to this lesson if you don't want to learn about it now. Oh, we might do that. But a process, like we said, right, yeah, this is gonna... So what, can we just move on to process creation? Get crazy up in this joint. We can see this in action. So again, this lesson and the next are purely informational. Oh, okay. So where do we get into, I guess, signal, right? No exercises for this one. There are software interrupt signal processes, common signals. Okay, not too... All right, so this is what you do to kill a process, right? That's what... You can send signals. Well, this is what they were talking about. So this is the signals thing. Okay, so hang up, interrupt, kill. Segmentation fault, software termination, stop. All right. So they're just showing you. You can do it. Signal with kill command, right? This is what. SIGINT. It's one of the type of intelligence that they do in the government. It's called SIGINT, Signals Intelligence. Look it up at the NSA. Don't worry, they're listening. Just kidding. And if they are, who cares? Well, I mean, I care, but anyway. So, I don't think there's much to learn on that one. Kill it, right? If you want to shut down a process or something, kill the process ID. Niceness. What is this? Nice and re-nice. That's awesome. It almost sounds like that'd be a joke, right? When you run multiple things on your computer, like perhaps Chrome, Microsoft Word, or Photoshop at the same time, it may seem like these processes are running at the same time. But that isn't quite true. Processes use the CPU for a small amount of time, called a time slice. Okay. Nice. There's that kernel again. Kernel Linux. Ma'am. Handles all of these switches. All right, I got it. So let's see here. You can see a column for NI right now. That is the niceness level of the process. To change niceness level, you can. Okay. I don't think this really is anything I'm too like. Yeah, I think that'd be good to know. Let's take a look at the command again. Yep, we did. In the stat column, you'll see lots of values. A Linux process can be in a number of different states. The most common state, codes. Okay. So we saw that on the here, right? If we did our PS auxiliary. Ah, geez, Louise. Right, when we did this one, I am just all over the place tonight. Huh? Can't type, can't move windows. So here is what we were talking. Right, this is what they're talking about here with the R. Stands for running. Yeah, right. Wait a second. Hold on. Where am I looking at? In the stat column. Here, this stat. Okay, so just to kind of like look at these a little bit. R is running or runnable. This is on the thing we're on. The PS augs. I feel like that's auxiliary, you know, but it's not. It's not what it stands for. Okay, so zombie, really? Seriously? We discussed in previous lesson that zombies are a terminated process that are waiting to have their statuses collected. All right. S, interruptible sleep, waiting for an event to complete, such as, okay. So just a bunch of good to know. Don't expect to memorize it. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to. Proc, what's this? Remember, everything in Linux is a file, even processes. Process information is stored in a special file system known as the proc file system. So you should see multiple values in here. There are subdirectories for every PID. If you looked at the PID in the PS output, you would be able to find it in the proc directory. So go ahead and enter one of the processes and look at it at that file. Oh, really? So I can do this now, right? So they're saying take one of the processes by ID, I guess, right? And saying do cat proc. This is be good for, well, let's see what's in here. Let's do the 2037 since that seems to be the largest. And then you do status, I guess? No such file or directory. Okay. Let's see what we can get. Let's do one of these instead, because then that would be, what do we have? Something that actually is like an application or something, right? I don't know what this is, but all right. So then, right, we should be able to do. Oh, I had to scroll it forever. Unlike, so then we do cat, right? Proc, the ID, and then status, right? Is that right? Ah, that's weird. That doesn't either. So what are they talking about? Try ls. Huh, no such file directory. So what's the deal? What's the deal, yo? Oh, that one did. That was weird. Did it? Did that? What did that do? I said ls / proc. This is what's in it? Is that right? But then it says there should be a ID. I don't see. Right? Do you see an ID in here? Oh wait, it says it should have one with the number. Oh, there they are right here, right? 1, 20, 39, 36. So why did that not? What if I do ls proc / I'll just do 36. Like what's in there? Ooh, this is everything inside of there? Ooh. Okay. And then they said status. Was there a status thing in here? Status, right there. So what's the dealio? Why did that not work? Oh, and then I'm sorry, I didn't want to do that. We actually want to do... Right. Ah, there we go. Now we're seeing something. Now we're seeing something. All right, what do we got? What do we got? Name bash. You should see process state information as well as more detailed information. The product directory is how the kernel. Okay. Here's all those SIG. Yeah. CPUs allowed. Okay, cool. So just a bunch of info. Job control. What do we got going on here? Setting a job to the background. Viewing all background jobs. Let's see if there's anything actually in ours. Now you can view. Okay, so you just type in jobs. Probably nothing running, I'm sure. Probably why. Let's see if that even works over here. No, it doesn't work there either. Okay. I'm not sure what that's doing. I'm not sure what's going on, but we're gonna keep it on till the break of dawn. Get down with some Linux, baby. We're gonna get kinda crazy. All right. Good to go. I'm satisfied with this section. That was the processes. Now, this I'm actually pretty interested in because this is a lot of the stuff that we do on a daily basis, right? And we actually did some of this already because we had to update our own containers and stuff to get the images up to par because Ubuntu didn't have like base things like simple commands like clear and it didn't even have root. Like I had to do, it was really weird. I had to install a bunch of, but I guess that's the idea. They want you to like have this minimal container, you pull it down, it's really fast, and then run like app get update app get, and then like do all that, get it all up to par, and then it's, you know, jobs won't list anything unless you send something to the background. Yeah, I kind of figured, Eddie. I was like, and that's why I was like, okay, I think I'm good with this. Probably not something I am gonna do necessarily, but I know it exists, and that's what's important, right? Knowing that it has the functionality to, I can always look it up. But this is interesting because we do this a lot, right? We do this a lot. Right, because this is how you get all your stuff, right? If you want to pull stuff down and whatever. So your system's comprised of many packages such as internet browsers, text editors, media players. These packages are managed via package managers. Yep. Even right when we do a bunch of our development, we use npm, right? Node package manager. So which install and maintain the software on your system. Not all packages are installed through package manager though. You can commonly install packages directly from their source code. We'll get to that soon. However, the majority of the time you'll use package manager to install software. The most common variety of packages are Debian, Red Hat. That's it. They're like Debian, Red Hat. Debian style packages are used in distributions such as Debian, Ubuntu, Linux Mint, etc. Red Hat style packages are seen in Red Hat Enterprise, Linux, Fedora, CentOS, etc. What are packages? You may know them as Chrome, Photoshop, etc. And they are, but what they really are just lots and lots of files that have been compiled into one. Nice. So the people, or sometimes a single person that writes this software, are known as upstream providers. They compile their code and write up how to get it installed. These upstream providers work on getting out new software and update existing software. When they are ready to release into the world, they send their package to package maintainers who handle getting these pieces of software in the hands of the users. These package maintainers review, manage, and distribute the software in the form of packages. Would that be downstream? I don't know. Oh my goodness. It's crazy. These people are going nuts in here. I don't get it. The upstream, the downstream, package maintainers. Oh my God. My mind is swelling out of my ears. I love learning things that, hey, data 2. I love learning things that probably never gonna see. Yeah, right. I gotta do SSL stuff that I hate doing. Ah, really? Oh, for, yeah, right, for the, what are you doing? What are you doing, huh? What are you doing? Data 2, huh? What kind of SSL stuff you got going on over there, huh? Talk to me. Tell me. The Rails portion doesn't have the certs on it. Yeah, certs are always fun to deal with, aren't they? It's a little... It can be tough. I have every confidence in you, though. You're gonna make it happen. So when the front end pings the API, it's through a non-encrypted and the browser blocks it. Are you sure it's for that, or is it because of if the user is on HTTPS, they can't make HTTP calls? It's because of, is it because of cores though? Possibly, because that happens. You're going from one domain to another, and then when you're calling back to that API, it thinks you're under a different domain, and that's what like cross origin was loaded over HTTPS but requested an insecure resource. Yeah, that could be the same thing though, or it could be both. But cores is a common issue with any time that you, and that happens even with between HTTP and HTTPS on the same domain, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. If you haven't allowed for that site, given it cores. I'm trying to think of the word. I can't think of it off the top of my head right now. But adding that domain as a trusted resource. Anyway, that's just keep that in the back. Usually the error message will show up in the console Checking my config now. Like if you open up your developer tools, if you're not already doing that, and you do the front end call to the API from the front end, and it is in the console, it'll tell you cores is the issue. Yeah, it will say cores. So if it's not saying that, you're probably good. Yeah, right. As I said, anytime the origin changes, right, Eddie? I wasn't 100 on the HTTP HTTPS, but I was pretty sure that it wasn't going to work because it still sees that nuance difference and says that you are asking for resources under different, yeah, different origins. Yeah, that one's a nuisance, right? But you can fix it. You know, you can use either. Usually when I do it, if I'm doing it anywhere for core stuff, I usually do it on like in the web server itself. Like in Nginx, you can add that stuff into your config to allow for certain cross-domain or cross-origin requests. And so then this way you could add a bunch, whatever you want. You could have a whole bunch of different shit that you're allowing inside of your application, but they're restricted, right? Down to the ones that you're defining only. So try cores anywhere on your API URL. He's like, oh, found something else. Package managers, Word. I think we got it. Everybody's got a package manager. Pip, right? Maven. Is Maven a pack? No, right? That's the, what's Java's, right? Is that? I don't know. How do get uploaded to the internet somehow, end up on your computer? For example, let's say, all right, I'm like, do we want to read all this stuff? Basically, you know, package repositories, the place where all the packages are stored, right? Boom, next. That's what it is, though. It's a repo, right? Just like GitHub repo, right? It just got a bunch of, that's where it's got your stuff. Know what I'm saying? Cool. Tar, gzip. Found out today, Data 2 Attitude, Docker actually, I found out you can load a tar image. That makes sense. So you can export an image as a tar file. I didn't know that. So that you can pass it around wherever you want. And then you can just do a Docker load input and point to the tar file and it'll load it into your, and boom, spin up, and there you go. Didn't know that. I found that out today. I thought that was cool. I've been telling everybody. Okay, so before we get into package installation and the different managers, we need to discuss archiving and compressing files, because you will most likely encounter these when you hunt for software on the internet. You probably already know what a file archive is. You most likely encountered file types such as RAR and zip. These are an archive of files. They contain many files inside of them, but they come in a very neat single file known as an archive. We are familiar. Fast to spin up. Oh, was it? Are you asking if it was? It was super fast. It was a, and it was Postgres is what I had pulled down. Just like, boom, pulled the, you know, just downloaded the tar file, which that's really where the speed, that's what took the time, which it still was quick. Pulled down that tar file representation of Postgres and did the Docker load, tac input, pointed the tar file, there you go, and I just went Docker images and there it was, and then just go and run it. I was like really impressed, and then I was like, oh, that just makes total sense. This way, if you had an image you created and you wanted to pass it around, right, like right now it's everything's in repos, right, and you don't like, but if you wanted to move the file, like, you know, if you just wanted to put it on a damn thumb drive or something, in all honesty, right, you could just do that now. Not that anybody really uses thumb drives anymore. People do. Come on. How else do you think we hacked the banks, right? You got to drop that thumb drive, you know, out of the smoking area, and bam, you're in, right? SNES in the house. Word up. Okay, so yes, so archives, we got it, compressed multiple files into one. Most people are familiar with these, even just your regular Joes and Janes. To compress a file down, gzip my cool file. Now, I will almost guarantee that this does not have gzip in it. Ah, I lie. It did. I guess it came in one of those packages that we downloaded. Speaking of packages. So, right, what do we got here? Let's change directory to home, right? Let's look in there, right? So we have, well, what we could do is we could say, wait, so gzip to compress a file down. Can you, oh, there you go. That's what I was looking for, like creating archives with, well, I guess we'll just do one thing at a time, right? So they're just saying compress a file. So I guess if we took one of these, right, and we looked at the size, I guess, right? I don't see this. You don't see the size on here, do you? Is there a way to output what the file size is of this? LS, there we go. Thanks, Eddie. I'm like, what is it? It's LS dash, I can't read. LH dollar, right? Is that what that says? Or is that a capital S? Capital S, I would assume. And then is this it? No, that's the date. Oh, right here. Duh. Jeez Louise, I could have jumped out and bit me. Eddie, how good are you with list rendering in view? I need some help. List rendering. Probably map. I don't know, I'm just kidding. Show a paste bin. There you go. Got to throw a code pen or something. Okay, so we can gzip, right? So if we gzip, let's do the file. So do my output text maybe. Let's do that one. My output text. Let's see what happens here. So now if I run this command again, right? Oh, and it even, okay, right. Okay, because it actually zipped it down, right? So it went from, oh, and it doesn't keep the original file. Okay, so it just takes that one file and just does it, huh? So this was, I believe, wasn't it like 4 something? Like 400 something, I believe it was. And now it's about half. So it compressed it down about half its size. That's cool. G unzip, so you can just unzip the same file. So actually I could go like this, right? Oh, but now it's a, although it is funny, it kept not that good, but maybe I can help with something. Yeah, sure. We could pull it up online here. We can all mob it together. I have a mob session. So I have an array with one object in it. Okay, I'm trying to render the object data in the DOM by using the interpolation. Yeah, so you would, right? So like wouldn't, we could walk through it, but Yeah, I mean, oh, using the v4, gotcha. And I'm trying to use the v4 because I was just gonna say, yeah, you. Because, and that's one of the things I like about Vue has some much magic. Yeah, right. That's what I. Oh, this is in Vue specific. Yeah, because right, normally you would just take whatever like your array was, right, and say dot map and whatever item, you know, or something like that, and then you could do. Oh, sorry. Why does it take away my freaking curly there or my wrap? And then in here, right, you'd like do your whatever you're looping out or something potentially, right? And do like or whatever, right? Actually, can't you just do like item whatever, something like that? Something along those lines, right? You know what I'm saying. But of course, this is I'm thinking of React, so that's why I'm not whatever. But like that's, but I see what you're saying because they use the whole. Well, yeah, I would just do a quick, right? Just do a quick thing on the view 4. I'm sure there's some examples. You want to see it, CodeHustle? I'll share on live share. I mean, we can pull it up if you want. I don't care. Oh, you're talking about live share is when you do, right? Oh, I see. Let me make sure that I don't. Okay, here we go. Now, do I just... I don't think I've ever done the live share one before. This will be fun. Join live share session from the browser. This is in pre, don't have Visual Studio Code. Look, it's actually got a browser one. Should we try it? Let's try it. I don't think I've ever really used, I haven't really used the live share before, but it's a great way, right? To like, I think it's a great way to teach. You're getting any errors in the console when you run your render? Oh, okay, there we go. It's trying to connect, I guess. It is good, no errors, nice, okay. Trying to see if this will connect, it might not. You know, I might just not have enough bandwidth to like continuous read-only guest, sign in with VS live share to join collaboration session. Oh. I'm gonna go as read-only guest because this way I can just follow along. I don't have to be able to do anything. It does render, but I want to be more specific, like post.title. The host has shared a server with you. Would you like to view this in the browser? Sure. Interesting. Whatever. Skip that. Pop-up locked? Don't you lie to me. No, always allow pop-ups. Sure, why not? Alright, so I see you're highlighting. So right there, right? So for posts of posts. Well, you should be able to just say post dot title. Why can't you do that? And step into the object, right? You could deconstruct, right? You could yeah, I mean, you should be able to step into. This is where I always like to, although that's weird. How do you console log out stuff here? I guess inside of the curly, right? Also no errors, doesn't render. What's inside of post? If you look at it, can you console log out post? Get post, right? I guess it's plural, right? Posts, right? Yeah. Booyah, booyah. This would be a cool thing to do a thing on, right? Like, we could have two people, like, or you could do either a where you show somebody, or you could collab on like building out something. That'd be kind of fun. I think I've seen a few people use like this live sharing thing to do like some to do like teaching and stuff or whatever, you know. It's pretty cool. Yeah, so gives me the object. Oh, that's it. Huh. Yeah, I would do like what he said too. Oh god, I'm not gonna remember. Like Data 2 Attitude said, deconstruct the post, right? Inside of yeah, I mean, I don't know why you shouldn't. You should be able to, right? I mean, Data, right? Am I not? Am I seeing things? I mean, he should be able to say. Oh, here, try this real quick. On the response, oh, post in post. Did he say? Yeah. Show me the script thing. You mean the return object data in export default? Yeah, right. Like I was gonna say, because on 58, you should. I mean, you should be able to even say, but that's where you could do the deconstruction. Yeah, where it defines the object. Yeah, right. You could actually do it there. Is I think what Data is saying, that like on line 57, you could deconstruct, right? Response.data.posts. Oh, can I do this? Oh no, I'm not signed in. It did let me click there though. But I mean, yeah, I don't understand why you can't. Are you gonna dump it out there? Change it. Oh, what happened there? It sends the request on load and then stores. All right, yeah. Response change to post or something like that. Right. Yeah, I'm letting. I don't want to double take over, so I'm just gonna let Data say. He's showing you in the. What the object specifically has. It's got title and something else in it. Yeah. But I was just surprised, like, that you couldn't. Like if you right like response.data.post, you should be able to even right there say .title on 57 and just even at least get the title back. I don't understand why it didn't show up. That's really strange. You can keep going with what he's saying. Sorry, just talking out loud. Yeah, like I mean right there, right? You should be able to say .title and that should bring you the title back. I don't understand why it wouldn't, but what do I know? Yeah, or you could do it there if you want to do like, yeah. Right? I mean, if you can show the object to Dada too, and he'll. So that console log works. It's just not dumping out into the terminal where we can see it. Dada, I think that's. It got right. It gives you the title, right? So that's why I was saying, like, you should be able to step into those properties on that object like you were trying to do. I don't understand why that in the v4 up there wasn't showing. Oh, okay, so you're looking at data. Yeah. Mm-hmm. No. Yeah. Fetching is working, just not rendering right. Yeah, right. So the data is coming back, and even stepping into it is correct. This works kind of. Right, but that's not really ideal what you were trying to do. Right. So, and I don't know that this post equals response.data post.title. Right, but he wants to be able to use the other, right? Don't you want to? That's why I was like, why can't you? Because you are getting. Oh wait, up here is this? Should this be posts in this dot posts? Ethan, go back to that, right? Right here, right when you were doing it before, right? Isn't it this dot posts? Right here? Am I wrong? I just thought I remembered seeing you do that to get the data in here just a second ago when you just did the straight div with just this dot post dot title. You said that kind of works. Well, so wouldn't it be posts in this dot posts to get to the data? No? Yes? No? Maybe so? This dot post, right? Because that's where that's how you. He said, nah, it does magic, so you do. Oh, really? Nah, same thing, really. Okay, that's weird. But when you just did that in a div, it did show up, right? It's just strange. And I don't know the view. I don't know the view, yo. Because that's what that's the data right there, right? Or like simulated, right? Yeah. You're trying to do, if you want to, yeah, you're trying to add another object in there. Well, if you want to do, you'd want to create like a, hold on, I'm gonna read what's over here. You just need the inside the script tag. That's not how you would structure that data object. Yeah, that's what I was trying to, because, and you see why, can you see why it is, Ethan? It's because like post is like the kind of the top. Yeah, like look at what Dada put. That's what you'd want to do, an array of objects. Because right now it's just a like post is just a property with a single object. You'd want posts to be an array of objects, right? See what I'm saying? So you'd want to wrap title with brackets, and then now you can do your comma after that and add another object. Now wrap that in brackets. Yeah, you can copy this first object right here and just paste it next to it, and then that'll work. And then just change the data with the curly braces. Both sides on the front, and open, and right in front of title, put the open curly. There you go. That's it. And now you can add as many of those objects as you want in there. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Eddie. Yeah, he's like, that's right. Nice. Oh, is that why that wasn't working? Data? It's because it wasn't an array. He's doing the post in post, right? That's an array function, right? It was only an object with an object inside of it, right? That's probably going to work now. Yeah, it wasn't structured correctly. Yeah. I didn't even pick up on that until I just saw when we walked through creating the object for him. I'm like, oh, this isn't an array. That's why the post in post doesn't work, right? At least that's what I think. Cool, you got it now, right? Oh my God, it is. Yeah, now in your then response. Yeah, are you gonna walk him through destructuring it? Yes. Let Data show you the destructuring of the object, because then you can just put title and description and whatever. You don't have to do post. It just makes it cleaner, but that's fine. You got it to work. That's all that matters. We got it to work. Team effort. We mobbed on Ethan's application this evening. That was actually kind of fun. It's like, you want to update? Yeah, later. You actually want post, title. Yeah, there you go. Laugh out loud errors, but it works. Avoid using non-primitive value as key. Use string number value instead. Oh yeah, right here on this, where it says the key. Is that do the same thing like React? That's what it is. That's the issue, Ethan. It wants a number right here. So what you can, what's the easiest way to do that? You can do, because you're already in an iterator, right? So you can like, it's saying that it's key. Yeah, it wants a number. Like if it wants you to put, like it wants a unique. Yeah, right. Is there an ID coming back in anything at all? Here's what I would do, just to see it work. Oh, what are you doing? No, just to see it work. No, you don't want to do that. Go to where because you're creating your data by hand, right? Like in that back end thing, where the object was, where we just created the array of objects. Put an ID on each one of these as well. Like in front of title, put ID : and give it 1, and then do like just so you can see it easily and see what it's doing. Because then you can just, I'll show you, or colon. Yeah, he's like, I got it. Yeah, and then just put ID 1 on the other one or whatever. And then now inside of, on the other side, back in your other code. Now, yeah, like Eddie's saying, do in the key now instead, do your post.id inside of right there on the left side, inside the, yeah, there you go. Do post.id. There you go. Now that should clear up that error. And what it is the, this is like, has to do with, right, like the way it knows the rendering. And so it doesn't understand, like it doesn't know how to find, right? I'm trying to remember what it is. It has to do with the way that it keeps the state, right, and the shadow DOM shit and all that, whatever. And it doesn't know how to track that element or that component, right, because it doesn't have any reference to it. Did that work? Oh, that's the CSS key. What? Perfect. There you go. Nice. Sweet. Yeah, I thought so. Okay. So now, right on your component, right, you see it should say key, and you should see 1, 2 on for the keys now on that specific div. You usually set an ID. that is unique needs a unique key. Yeah, but Data, it has to do with the way that it is tracking the components. That's why the framework complains about it, though, because you can stick the same ID name on, like just create an HTML page and put the same ID name on, and it'll work fine. Not that you should do that, but so the reason why like React and I'm sure Angular, all these component like based architectures now, like on those things like that looped object, it needs a way to track them, and so that's what it's using it for. At least that's when I read about it. That's what it was told me. I could just be lying to you all. That was cool, actually, though. That was nice. We like all mobbed on a session and got Ethan's thing working. That was cool, dude. What we just did right there, Ethan, is no shit what I do all day long. We sit, we mob, we get on a video, VOD or whatever. I mean, sorry, like a Zoom or whatever, right? And we just mob on a thing together as a team. Look at that. We had me inputting, Data, Eddie, all inputting, right, to help you get that done. You're trying stuff, we're adding ideas, boom, in the end, within a little bit of time, we got the solution, right? It's a great way to actually work. You're going to use that ID to remove or do something with that specific item in your DOM? Don't need to, but Vue wants it, otherwise it's going to bitch at you. React does the same exact thing. Anything that you iterate like that, it will tell you, but you always see it on list items. That's the most common place I've seen it. But nice. That was sweet. That's good stuff. I feel like I don't want to stop. What else do we want to fix? Look, there's already people in here. Generally use pixels for margin. Well, that all just depends now, huh? Depends on what you're doing. I thought, isn't it rems are like the recommended way now or some shit with... I should be working though. Yeah, rem. Right, because that goes off of everything based off of your, whatever your base set font size is, right? Which right, isn't, I believe 16 pixels is the default browser like font size, if I'm not mistaken, I thought. So who's that? Pixels huge, 12 pixels equals 1 rem typically. Well, it's really based on whatever you set as your base font size, and then the rems, 1 rem equals whatever that's set to. Now, if you don't set any, like in your body, if you don't give it a base font, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure the default pixel size is 16. I could be wrong. For some reason, I feel like I remember it being 16. It's 16 by default, yes. So now, if you do rems anywhere in your application, it's going to be so 1 rem would equal 16. Now, if you go into the body of your CSS and you say the font for the body is 9 pixels, then 1 rem would equal 9 pixels. And then, of course, it bases off that going up, right? I've never even really used the rems. I remember when, like, some of the other ones came out, but I haven't done CSS in so long. Is where the benefit, mobile, yeah, right. It all has to do with it being responsive, right? Isn't that even what it stands for? Like, I don't even know what it stands for, honestly. I just was thinking, is it like, because M's I remember like being, so I'm like, is it responsive something, mobile, like whatever? Probably. Cool, little Axios. Axios makes the fetching so nice, doesn't it? Can you show the Discord image? I'm sorry, what do you mean? Look up. Oh, gotcha. My bad. My bad. Nice. Nice, nice. I see it there. Booyah. Nice. Good deal, man. Nice. I'm glad that we could help out on that too. That was really cool. That was cool. I thought that was nice. That was like a little awesome little sesh right there. What? Twitch building developers one. I'll let you know if we need to do this again, right? Let's do it again another time. Yeah, there we go. Thanks. Killing the session. That was super cool. And it was neat. I've never used really I need to sign up, right? Make sure that I can, next time actually we can, although I think it's like, I think it's actually a lot better to let you drive. Like I always feel like the person that actually needs to help, or that they're the one, like let them drive and then let the other people that are trying to help, like let them just talk that person through it, right? So that they're doing all of the clickety clackety, right? It sets into their memory better if they're doing it, I think, right? We can't do SSL cert on stream. Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, you're good, dude. Okay, why not? Let's do some SSL, man. We just give you a new cert at the end of this stream. We'll just regenerate a new one. I'm just kidding. Oh man, I need coffee. I need another coffee. It's only 9:38. It's crazy. Now I'm like, now you got me all into the app mood, man. We were doing apps. I'm like, let's build our acronym app. The whole thing is following tutorials. It's very different, I find. I'm just kidding. We can't do this. Yeah, the whole thing is following tutorials. It's very, yeah, I know, right? Tutorials. It's how we learn everything. It's how I've learned everything, and I do. Reading, and more reading, right? All right, we're doing some zipping. We compressed before we went off, but before I start back on this real quick, because I do want to get through the rest of this. There's not much left in this thing. I know that. Right, let's see. I think there's just like one or two if you want to stop at the grasshopper level. Packages, we're on the last one. So we could break there. Or we can continue on to the journeyman, or we can, go back and forth, some nights maybe we do one thing, or maybe just do a little, maybe we do one thing, and then go move on to something else. Hard to remember the very unique Nginx commands. Yep. I look it up every time I mess with it. How do you do a proxy again? That's what's great about it, right? Like again, it's like it's not so much about memorizing. Like if you know how to integrate stuff because you can just work things, you know what I mean? Like you know how to look up stuff, you know how to, and you're dangerous enough with command line or whatever, you can get a lot of stuff done. I don't really know too many developers or integrators or infrastructure people that like don't freaking look up stuff all day long. Like it's just, and technology's just moving too quick. It's too hard to know all the shit. You just don't. Boom, tomorrow a new containerization freaking tool comes out and you're like, all right, you gotta look it up. You get through it. Boom, you know how to next, right? It's just one of those things like where you, especially in the tooling department, right? Languages, they change, some more than others, some less than others. Like to me though, JavaScript is one of the most rapidly changing. It's constantly whatever. It's always new things. I think anything on the web is really pretty agile, if you want to say, I guess, right? Constantly changing and doing stuff. So gzip my output text, or we can ungzip, right? Is that what we're gonna do? I think we can unzip it, gunzip, except, and this is a .gz, so that should bring it back to being my, I think, Yep. So there it is back. And look, it was about half. 424, it was like 150 something. So like, yeah, cool. Right about half the compression on that. Cool. Nice. So gzip and gunzip. Good to know. That's a good one to know, I would say. We do a lot of that. Tar. Oh, baby. All right. Didn't I say I was going to get coffee? I'm afraid to leave. I'll come back and you'll all be gone. All right. All right. Quick bio break and a coffee. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Talk amongst yourselves, all right? Have a little conversation, you know? Have a good time. No worries, Eddie. No worries at all. All right. Booyah. Oh, I was trying to think is there's this it made me think though, is this UUID, right? So if you ever wanted to, Ethan, you can use something like this too, which is kind of fun. You can use like this UUID package here, and it'll create IDs for you on the fly. So it's kind of just like a way to add in an ID if you wanted to, if you decided you ever wanted to do that, and not have to just type 1 and 2. So you just do like import whatever, and then use that. It's all right. Yeah, it's really helpful like when you want to do something like and like create a bunch of dummy data. Right, I've used it for that. Just creates a bunch of freaking dummy UIDs for you, user IDs. Unique user IDs, I think is what UUID stands for. All right, cool. Yes, we are now we're about to tar it up in this joint. Tar, huh? Right, so where are we at over here? Okay, so unfortunately gzip can't add multiple files into one archive for us. What do you mean? Gzip can't add multiple files into one archive for us. Luckily we have the tar program which does. When you create an archive using tar, it will have a tar extension. What do they mean by gzip can't add multiple files into one archive? You can't, I mean, oh, this is gzip too. I'm thinking of zip. Is that, I guess there's a difference, huh? Gzip and zip? Gzip is, you couldn't gzip like a bunch of files. It's saying you can't add multiple files into one archive. So you can only like gzip a file? What, and not a directory, I guess? Or do they consider, I'm confused on that one. I could try it. Let's try this actually. We have Metzenkoff's folder still here. I don't know what's in there. Nothing. LL is one of our aliases that we created. In case you were wondering why LL worked. But okay, so let's let me do this real quick. Let me just do this. Copy recursive file, right? That's what I think it stands for. Oh wait, can you that's not gonna, well, hold on, let me do copy. Oh wait, I could do this, right? Copy recursive file. Can you do it like this? How do you, can I just say, God, I love coding. Good for you, man. That's awesome. I'm glad you're, I'm so glad you're digging it so much. It is fun. I remember, dude, I remember my first web page that I created in 1998 off of a little guide called HTML for Dummies reference guide. It wasn't even the full book, it was just the guide, and it was like this thick, and it just like went through, and it was like CSS didn't even exist yet. You wrote styling stuff on the actual HTML tags, like font equals was an actual thing that you wrote. It was an attribute of a tag, an HTML tag. And yeah, I remember the first time I got a picture to show up, and I was just like, thought it was so awesome. It was so cool. And now I look back and I'm like, damn, that shit was simple back then. Look at what we're doing now. Like even you, Ethan, what you're doing. Yeah, exactly. Like exactly that. You'd have like a, I think there was actually a font tag, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I mean, it's so long ago. I don't even remember that time they used table to structure. Yes, that's true, Eddie. We used to use tables. Talk about strict structure. And I just remember doing like tables nested in, right? Oh my God. Yeah, good old days before you were born, probably, right, Ethan? That was not an insult by any means. Just so I hope he didn't take offense to that. Because man, nothing wrong with being young. Enjoy it as much as you can. It goes by very quick. But I'm glad you found something you love. All right, you got two things you love. You got rugby and coding. Sounds like a good matchup to me. Rugged code. Sounds like a... Could I do like this? Copy recursive files, all text to... I don't think this is gonna work, but I'm gonna try. Oh, maybe. Haha. It did work. Look at that. I remembered some stuff. I actually remembered how to do some code or some commands. Cool. This may not be coding, but it's a good skill to have. All right, sweet. So now, oh, the reason I did that is because I wanted to see, it said gzip can't do multiple files. So I wanted to create this, I wanted to move these files into this folder because this is now, right, in the Mitzenkoff folder, we have all these text files, right? So if I try doing gzip Metzenkoff, you're telling me that won't work? Is a directory ignored? Okay, so gzip is for files only, individual files. Okay, fair enough. Can you gzip a tar file? Okay, so then with that, then we are going to use tar, because obviously tar you can, as they stated in their instructions, right? Luckily we have a program that says, right, tar that can create archive using tar, So tar, and then you got some flags here, right? We got create, tell the program to be verbose and let us see what it's doing. And then F, the file name of the tar file has to come after this option. If you're creating a tar, let me see what that says. If you're creating a if you're creating a tar file, you'll have to come up with a name. Okay, we can do that. I think we can come up with a name. So unpacking archives. Okay, so to create one, so you say tar create a verbose file. Now, can this do a directory? Oh, you have to give it a tar name, right? So there actually literally is. So what if I said Metzenkoff tar, but then will it let me take a directory? Let's see. Okay, here we go. I don't know what that did. Okay, so now we have, cool. So right, we have Metzenkoff, which was there. This is just our regular directory, right? And then we created a tar file of the directory. Look at the size difference. That's huge. Oh, little follow action. Ron Cat in the house. Like it. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Much, much appreciated. You're official code hustler now. Welcome. Greetings, greetings. How you doing? Ron Cat 1. Ron Cat 1 in the house. Getting crazy. We're doing some Linux. Normally we do coding on here, but we're doing some core skills. You know, we're getting exposed to some more Linux-y stuff. We're actually running our Ubuntu or we're running Ubuntu, I should say, on my Mac inside a Docker container, actually, Ron, just so you can know where we're coming from an environment standpoint. What you got going on, Ron? How's your day? Where are you from, if you don't mind? If you, feel free not to share, though, it's okay. And you don't have to be specific. You can just say, like, Asia. What you got going on? Are you a developer or a tech person? Or if you do, what languages do you like? Roll call, right? As they say, roll call. But you don't have to. That's cool. No worries if you don't feel like sharing. I have no No qualms with that. I'm all good. But appreciate you being here. We just did a really cool thing, Roncat. Ethan shared his VS Code. We did a live share of his VS Code window, and we together as a group actually fixed Ethan's view rendering issue that he was having. So that was like super cool. I mean, we really had. Isn't it better to run a virtual machine to learn? Probably, because it would be more like the real, right? I'm from Brazil and I don't really know anything about code, okay? But I like different streams about things I don't know yet. Cool, nice. Well, here, if you don't, let me do this one because this will give you, if you're into tech people and coders and all that, there's actually a team on the science and technology area, I guess, whatever you want to call it, in Twitch called the Live Coders team. There's almost about 200 members now, all doing different types of, from like building mechanical keyboards to, but you gotta meet some criteria to get on the team. They have some core ethics and things that they like people to abide by and follow, but they're doing some really cool things. In fact, we're making the push to try to get on the team, but we're being patient. It's all good. We gotta put in some more hours and things like that. But yeah, they're doing some really cool stuff. They do a lot of charity stuff too, which is nice. Got cool ass jerseys and shit, and yeah, you can't go wrong. Who doesn't want to be on the coders team? Just saying. But that's cool, man. I like that. It's awesome. You're not even into really code or anything like that, but you're just like, let me just check out some shit. What's up? Hey, maybe you'll get into code. Maybe you'll get into code. Right now we're doing, this is like Linux is an operating system. I don't know how familiar or not familiar you are with technology, but Linux is like the most widely used and whatever operating system in the world. But I still have learning to get, sounds nice. I'm going to take a look, but I'm still here learning together with you guys. Nice. That works. That'll work. But Linux is like, just like Windows is an operating system. Unix is an operating system. Linux is a open source operating system, probably one of the most widely used in the world. It is, I believe, like they said, I think I said the other day, I think it is, I'm not gonna say it's like the largest open source software project. The world's largest. It's pretty cool stuff. A lot of things that we use are built on it. Cool. All right. I'm like, what am I doing now? I don't know. we got off talking about other things, you know. All right. So right now we're basically archiving. We're learning how to archive in Linux here. So we archived a folder here, Mitz and Koff, who is one of our code hustlers here on the old channel. He's not here tonight, but we created his folder last night, so I thought I'd just use it again. So this is full of a bunch of text files, so I wanted to see how you can, because they show an example here of like passing in multiple files to create the tar, and I was like, can you just create a directory with it and do that? And so you can. So you can either point to multiple files and then give it a tar name and it'll put all those into there, or you can actually just create a tar of the directory with all the files in it. So let's see, how do you get to it though? How do you extract it? Uncompress and unpack, that's what we want right there. Oh, so this is what I said earlier, right? I was like, can you zip it? Like, because I was like, this actually came out larger, right? Look at how much bigger this is, right? Oh, wait a second. Am I not? That's actually not the size. There we go. That's the size. My bad. I was like, how could that be more? So, although it is, right? This is 20K. This is, oh, that was the size. That's just the nicety. That's just the output, make it look nice. So this is 4K and this is 20K. Why? I wonder why when you tarred it, its size went up so much. Because it even says compressed. It says many times you'll see tar file that has been compressed, such as my compressed archive tar, whatever. All you need to do is work outside in. So first remove the compression with G unzip, and then you can unpack the tar file. Or you can alternatively use the Z option with tar, which just tells it to use the gzip or unzip. Okay. Well, ours is not zipped. So are they saying that you can then zip this? So you could gzip the Metzenkopf tar file, right? And then, okay, so it's 20K now. Let's see what it is when you... Okay, yeah, way smaller. So you definitely would want to package that up like that, right? The H in LS options turns the output to a human readable, right? Yeah, thank you. Thank you. What does the capital S do? I'm trying to see what the difference is. Is there a difference? Oh, sort. You sort. Is that sorting, right? Is that what that just did? I'm like, I don't even know what I'm looking at. Cool. Okay. Right. Okay. So, yeah, you definitely would want to create the tar and then zip it, because that went from... So when we tarred it, it went from 4K to 20K. When we zipped the tar, it went from 20K to 769 bytes. Way smaller, right? So that's good. That's, now we know. And I guess you can you just create a compressed tar file? There you go. So if you tar, so this is what you'd want to do every time, right? So let's do this first off. It says to uncompress and unpack, do tar, what is it, xzf, and then Metzenkopf dot tar, right, dot z. Okay, so that should bring us back to normal, right? Nope, it didn't. Why did that not uncompress? Is it because there's already a folder in there with that name, do you think? Do you think that just overwrote it, you think, right here? Because I'm like, I just unzipped that, right? Or, yeah, no, well, unzipped it and untarred it, uncompressed then, right? And unpacked it. I wonder, is it because there's already a folder here, you think, named that it just kind of overwrote it? Or, yeah, maybe, right, Eddie? I'm thinking that might be what happened. Let's see. I mean, I don't really... It's not that big a deal, really, because what I was trying to do is I just wanted to test out. So if you do tar czf, so that would be create zip file, right, basically. Right, because the C... Right, yeah, C is create... V... Yeah, okay. Yeah, verbose, right? But we're not... Okay. And the Z is... option, yeah, cool. Okay, so C, and then ours was, I'm gonna just, oh, is that not gonna let me do that again? Damn it. What would happen if you do the same thing again? Cowardly refusing to create an empty archive. I like that. I like cowardly. That's awesome. It's like, oh man, I'm not doing this shit. I'm scared, man. I'm scared. It's okay, Tar. It's okay. Come here. Come here. Let me give you a hug. You just need a little loving. It's okay. Let me hold your hand. We'll be fine. All right, let's see what else we can mess up here. Let me see. Is there anything in JD? Okay, good. We could go and just like mess with something else, right? Like I can just go. Okay, so this is back where we're at. So let's just do it to the JD, right? Let's try that one. So let's try doing this here, and then we can just see it in action. JD, yo, bam. What? Why are you not working? Cowardly refusing to create an empty archive. Why would it be an empty archive? Why would that not work? Because we're trying to tar up the JD directory, right? And zip it. Now, zipping, right? You can't zip a directory. You can only zip a file. So is that? But this should be working because it's like creating the tar first, right? Tar create, then zip, then the file, and that's what it says it's supposed to do. Why is that not working? Tar is one of those commands that's so important yet you never really remember it. Yeah. I'm confused now. I'm not sure. Alright, all you need to do is work outside and remove from the compression with the unzip. Then you can pack. Okay. Alternatively, use the Z, which just tells you to use the zip or use. Okay. I don't get it. Oh, so, and it's saying just to use either or. So if I was to say, so you're telling me that if I did this on the one that actually is a tar file and a zip, it should unzip it? Because it says, oh no, what am I talking about? No, it's the XZF, right, to uncompress and unpack. No, but that's not for, I'm so confused. Yeah, uncompress, yeah, that should be. But this did not, we didn't think this worked last time. Here, let's try this. What if I, and I still don't understand why that didn't work for JD, right? Because I mean, what if I just did tar create verbose file, and then I said JD dot tar is what I did it as. Or I could do like JD I don't know, I'm gonna do something like different. So JDTF tar file, whatever. I'm just gonna something to create that and then do this to the directory JD, and so that works, right? And so now I have this JDTF tar, right? And now they're saying, so then if I wanted to, and then this would be, right, how do you unpacking? So I want to see what happens now with this XBF, because now I don't have a duplicate name of the JD. Right, earlier when I did Mets and Coffee, I named it the same thing, so I wasn't really sure what happened when I tried to run the uncompress. So if I uncompress that now, and then look here, what do I get? Oh, it doesn't really create another thing, it just gives you back the listing. But then how would you actually access those? Because it's still, right? I guess you'd copy, like you do something like copy out of that, I guess, or something, right? The uncompressed. All right. I think I got it. I think I got it. I think I got it. Because, like, let's think here. I just want to see something. So if you did, because this returns that. So then, what if you did tar, right? Because that gets the output. Oh, right. How do you do? Right, you send, redirect the output, right? If I wanted that to go to something else, redirect to. How do you do that? Oh, and the question is can you, how would you, I'm confused now. Are you compressing a user's home directory? No, maybe, yeah, might be. I think JD might be but not, yeah, it might be. It might be, I don't know. I'm just trying to mess around with the tar options here and the zipping and just seeing how it works. But then I was thinking like, okay, well, if you wanted to uncompress or unpack, I should say, sorry, if I wanted to unpack this JDTF tar file, but then I wanted to take one of the files that came out of it, like so this right here, let's say, like, or even this learning Linux directory, right, and copy it out to, like, say up here. How do you do that? Because you say tar, right, this gives you the list, then what do you do? Can you say like redirect the output? How do you, I don't know. I'm like, do you grab the file, like, or can you do that and then say, and copy that file, you know, or I don't know how that works. I don't know. I don't know. Well, let's see. What other commands does tar? Oh, okay. Well, geez Louise. Delete test label option. That's all I can do. Tar. Let's see if they show anything that pops up here that makes. I'm not going to get too crazy into this. I just was a little curious. This is really hard to read like this. Informative output. No quote. Okay. File name transformations. No. Local file selection. Stay in local file system when creating arc. Okay. Just trying to see if there was anything built in here that just kind of quick. This is all the compression options. There's probably something I have to just look up out offline. But yeah, I was just thinking like, how do you take the contents of the tar, unpack, and like take one of those files and like stick it somewhere else? I would tell you to delete the unpacked folder, then untar the. But that's not something you want to do with a home. Yeah, no, right? But okay, overwrite control. Man, there's a bunch of freaking stuff in this tar. List the contents of an archive. There you go, right? Create, extract files from. Oh, there you go. Well, that's what we did do, right? Isn't that what the tac? Oh, I like get. But if you do extract files from, so, but then when you do the extract, can you? What is this one? This is local file name selection. Okay. So exclude. No, we don't want that. We want like something. Get names to extract or create from file. That kind of sounds like what we would be looking for, right? Like a little bit. Get names to extract or create from file. I don't know. Files from... I'm not sure about that one. I just don't know. We'd have to look it up, but that's okay. No biggie. All right. Well, we got the idea. We got the idea, right? We can compress. We can do. All right. So package dependencies. Not really gonna get too worried about that. RPM and dpack. What is this? So install package, remove package, and list installed packages. So this, what is RPM? Is that Red Hat's, right? Base RPM for Red Hat based Debian. Okay. Install these packages. Keep in mind that countless times when you need install, query, or verify package with one of these tools, so remember these commands. Well, fine. Well, we're not on either one of these. Well, no, right. Ubuntu's Debian, right? The I stands for install. You can also, yeah, well, we don't want to list. Let's list. Let's see if we have anything. We probably don't have too much in here, if there's going to be anything. So let's see if we have dpkg. Is that what it is? Dpackage, yo. There we go. There's some stuff in there. Nice. Where did it start? There we go. Desired unknown install, remove, purge, hold. Status. I don't know what that is. Okay. But here we go. So we have so we have a couple different packages right here. We have add user apt, right? Which was what we were. Cool. So these are just all different. Okay. This is like all the packages that are in the freaking damn Ubuntu install, right? Yeah, I can see this like all, yeah, I mean all these Ubuntu, everything that's Ubuntu, right, is all, and most of the other ones are probably Ubuntu support. Like, see, a lot of these though, we had to install manually. Like I had to do vim install manually in this container. So that is definitely one of the downfalls of, well, I don't know if it's a downfall necessarily. Oh, that's the end. I don't know if it's necessarily a downfall that it's small, the containers of any of the Linux based distributions, because I think what they want you to do is they want that container to be really lightweight, right? So then when you pull it down, it's super quick. It's kind of like npm, right? Like, or I shouldn't say npm, but like, well, it is, yeah, like npm. So when you build your application, right, you install these node modules and you do all that stuff, right? And you have all this file space taken up, right? Or disk space taken up with all the node module packages. Well, when you push that up to GitHub, right, most people don't push the node modules folder. They add a git ignore config in their root of their directory of their app, right? Ignore the node modules folder, so it doesn't push it up. But what it does keep is the package JSON file, right, in the root directory of your application. And when you go and say git clone some app and you pull it down, it's got that description or definition, right, inside your package JSON of all the dependencies and stuff that you need for the application to run. So it's really quick to do a git clone because it doesn't have any of those packages built in, right? Or you're not pulling any of them down. And so then when you pull it down and then you do, okay, you have a package JSON, all you have to do is say npm install, right? And it reads the package JSON file and says, okay, this app needs all these dependencies, and pulls them all down for you, right? I'm pretty sure that the mentality behind the Docker containers like this is the same thing. Like, we have this base Linux distribution, super lightweight. It's got the core of what it needs to actually run as an Ubuntu image, and then you pull it down real fast. You run the apt-get update on it, right? And it pulls all the core, packages and dependencies that Ubuntu needs. So I mean, I don't know. I guess it's all about, let's just put it this way. I think it's intentional. I don't think that it was done not intentional. There's a reason that the CentOS, Debian, and Ubuntu images were all basically minimal. They didn't have anything in them. No. So cool. So we saw a bunch of packages. I think we're good. We get it. I don't think we need to do anything else. I think we're good on that one, right? Yum, apt, right? Yum is for Red Hat. Apt is for Debian, whatever, however you want to say it. The Batmans of package management. Really? These systems come with all the fixins to make package installation and removal changes easier, including installing package dependencies. Two of the most popular management systems is Yum and apt. Yum is exclusive to Red Hat. Yummy, yummy. Okay, and apt exclusive to Debian. Install package. Yep, we did a bunch of this. I think that's all you need to know for this. They don't even tell you anything else. These are just if you wanted to install something. Now, is there like a... Can you do something like... Is there... Well, let's look. Is there something like when you do apt? Is there a... Let's see. Is there a search? Yeah, there is. Okay, that's what I thought. Can you search? So, would you do like app? Could you install something like VS Code from? Full text search done, sorting done, but that doesn't give me any result. What's the deal? Meaning done and done, meaning it didn't find anything, I'm assuming. What about something like no? Does it pick up on that? Let's see how good this is. This is just gonna say done and done. There's no way. Like, where's the results? Give me some results. Maybe this is gonna give me results because this full text search is taking some extra time now. Let's see what it comes up with. Node is a pretty common term, so could mean other things besides what I mean, which is Node.js. Is it really hung up? Ooh, I like that. Compile source code? What? I'm reading ahead over here on the left. What happened here? Is this frozen or what? It's like, cannot find too many packages. Too much search. You asked too much of us. All right, I'm not gonna sit here all day wait for that, so we're just gonna kill that. I'm not worried about it. Cool. All right, so we get it. App show package name. Okay. Cool. This one right here. This could be handy. Compile source code. Uh-huh. So oftentimes you'll encounter an obscure package that only comes in the form of pure source code. Eddie says Node has a lot of output here. Oh really? Did you pump it or did you try it? But so you'll need to use a few commands to get the source code package compiled and installed on your system. So first thing is first, you'll need to have software to install, the tools that will allow you to compile source code. Ah, I get it. Okay. So like when you see, right, like let's see, isn't there like something like this actually? Node and right, like when you go to like other downloads, isn't there like sometimes in here they have source code, don't they? Like, here you go, right here, right? Build from source. Booyah. Copy link. Let's see if this is gonna work. Why not, right? We'll take over the world. Sudo apt install, or see, I already have the tar, so you actually literally could run that, right? Because this says first thing is first, you need to have software to install the tools that allow you to compile the source code. Once you do that, extract the contents of the package file, most likely a tar. Oh, okay. But I mean, like, I have the tar. Before you do anything, take a look at... Right, right. First thing is for you need to have software to install the tools that will allow you to compile source code. Oh, this is an actual, they want me to install build essential. Got it. Once you do that, extract the contents of the package like that. Okay, I'm gonna just try to walk through it real quick. So I don't think I need sudo, right? Can I just do apt install build essentials okay, so build essentials like a right, it's a package that with of tools, I'm assuming, right? 70 new installed. Okay, need 50. Yep, sure, why not? We'll say yes. We're gonna pump this sucker out. Cool, come on now, here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario? Hey, yo, Bo knows this, but Bo don't know Jack, cause Bo can't rap. Old school, old school. Node has a lot out. Oh yeah, I've read that already. Cool, so we're gonna get this thing, build essentials. Rocking and rolling here. Gonna build something essential. At least that's what they told me. Bam, we're done. Alright, so I do have a tar, and I'm gonna do it from a URL, right? So they're saying, once you do that, extract the contents of the package file. Most likely a tar. What do they mean by extract? Where did it go? Right here? What's the deal? I'm kind of confused at that one a little bit. DP package, right? Can I do? Error, need an action option. Whatever. Oh, really? I thought I could do... I'm confused now on what this did, because... need an action option. I thought it was like... was it list? How does this not have... I don't even think this is what I'm supposed to do. I'm like looking to see... build essentials. Because it's like saying... Right? It's like, go install this, but then it says extract the contents of the package file? Most likely a tar? Like, what do they mean? Before you do anything, take a look at the README or install file inside of the package. Sometimes there will be specific installation instructions. Are they just referring to a random package? Did you copy the Z file to your container? I haven't done any. What do you? No, I haven't done anything because I'm like, I ran this apt install build essential, which is I get installed a bunch of, I'm assuming, like tools, right? Yeah, right. It says software to install the tools that will allow you to compile source code. Got it, right? Well, then it says once you do that, extract the contents of the package file. What package file? A package file that I just go out and grab my own, or are they talking about something that I did on this install? Because that's a little confusing on the oops, sorry about that. That's a little confusing on the way that they're wording this. It's throwing me off a little bit. I'm assuming what they mean is some source code package that I have. You know what I mean? Wouldn't, right? Is that what? I don't know. I feel like that's what that means, so let's try this. Build Essential is a bundle. It has tools you will call later on when you type make. Okay, so for now though, they want me to extract XZBF, right? Whatever, cannot connect to HV. That sucks. I don't have, I guess it's not gonna let me reach out. Although that's weird, it should, right? How does app get out? Let's go, just got cookies to keep myself logged in after a refresh. Nice. Nice, Ethan, right? So it doesn't kick you out. There's some things you can do too with right, you said you were using the JWT token. You can use something with that too, I think, right, to do that same type of thing as well. I just don't remember. Yeah. All right, so fine, expected a file. Yeah. Okay, well. Could you, will this let me do this? I don't even know if I have. We're getting crazy up in this thing. We just install whatever we want. No, I have not. I just, I don't know if this is even going to work either, but I just went to the URL right there. Binary output can mess up your terminal. Use output to tell curl to output it to your terminal anyway, or consider, how do you, or file to save to a file? What do they mean, file to save to a file? How do you can't just pull down. Oh my goodness, there's a million options. Output file name at the end. Gotcha. So you have to like do the same thing I did, but then at the thing you say output. If I could read the whole line, that help. Output, and then just give it like a new, like say node. I'll just give it V so we know what the 12. I mean, you could do the whole, right? If you really wanted to get all, you know, official. Something like that. Ah, there we go. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I was missing something. That'd be it. Bam. So now I have node here. Oh wait, I should have named that, right? Shouldn't this have been named a tar so that now when, because this is still a tar file, is it not? This node will, I wonder if it'll recognize it as being one since I didn't call it that. You know what I mean? Alright, let's see what happens now. Maybe something went wrong. Try to rename and put the extension. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Because I was like, wait a second. Shouldn't that be... So there's the tar now. So now I should be able to do what they're saying, right? And do the tar minus zxvf, right? And then now the package, right? Node tar. Whoa. Whoa. We just probably blew up our entire thing. It's all good. Does this sound, this probably like just blew this up inside that whole directory, right? Let's see what happens. Probably gonna eat up all the resources of the container and say, yeah, I've run out of space. Okay, nope, cool. It just created another folder, thank goodness. Okay, so then it's saying, because this is, so let's see what's in there actually. If I do ll on node, you get all this. So here's the readme. Oh look, it's got its own make file, which is what you were talking about, sudo make install, right? I guess so it says, before you do anything, take a look at the readme or install file inside the package. Sometimes there will be specific installation instructions. I don't think there really is anything special with Node. Depending on what compile method that the developer used, you'll have to use different commands such as cmake or something else. However, you should cd into the folder to compile it. Yeah, I will once I get there. However, most commonly you'll see a basic make compilation, so we'll discuss that. Inside the package contents will be a configure script. This script, is that a configure script? Is that this one, I wonder? Let's see what else is in here, right? Because they're saying, oh no, they're saying configure, like a file, like here, right? I mean like a directory, sorry, although okay, yeah, let me just, like you said, let me change into there, and then let me look at like what's in the config. What's with the star on the end too? This Python stuff, right? Metzenkopf. Guess who's back? Back again. Metzenkopf. He's our friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Metzinkoff, dun, 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 dun. Metzinkoff, dun, 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 dun. Right? You're singing the same one I'm singing? Nice. We're Emineming it out. Word. Alright, there's a Python file. I don't think that, whatever, but what is this saying? This does what? Gotcha. This is just looking at what Python version, right? Telling you if it ever, okay, I don't see anything. And then import configure at the bottom, okay. All right, I don't get, so anyway, it says the / allows to execute a script in the current directory. Oh. You'll need to fix those dependencies. It says, inside the whatever, this script checks for dependencies on your system, and if you are, missing anything, you'll see an error and you'll need to fix those dependencies. Ah, I see what they're saying. They're saying this, right, to do this. Right, and then it's telling you Python not found. Got it. So if you wanted to, you'd have to do apt install, right? Now that's gonna get craziness. Nice singing. Thanks, Roncat. We do that sometimes. I like to rhyme, you know? Even though I'm not good at it. Doesn't really matter. We get crazy up in this place. It's amazing. We got Ron Cat blazing code all over the place, and doesn't really matter if I do it really well. My lyrics are kind of crazy. They come from hell. Oh, what? Hellish, awesome places. Don't you know? I got spaces in my brain that keeps placing. I don't know. We try to keep it light and fun around here. You know what I mean? Metzinkoff says, boom, I'm in the room. You better back up, cause I'm coming with you to the store. Let's get some more milk for mom and hit the floor with the mop. Do it kind of with the slop. Make it. I told you we're gonna make a coding song, right? A curly braces to the left and to the right. Everything in between is a property, don't you? Follow in the house, crunch. Crunchy lumpia. Oh, I like that. Who doesn't want some lumpia? That sounds like a rap name, doesn't it? Crunchy lumpia. I'm the best, you better back up, cause I'm stumping ya. With my lyrical content, it's trumping ya. Not to be confused with the president, I'm dumping them. I don't have Python in my install Docker container, but that's okay because we can do apt install Python, baby. We're gonna be on a rampage tonight. This is crazy. Rhyming up in this joint. We don't really need to install apt Python, but we could. We could if we wanted to really get this going. Basically, we're learning how to do the compile source code thing from Linux here because we've never done it before, so. Crunchy lumpia, that's what we're doing. I'm learning some Linux at the old linuxjourney.com. Getting our journey on. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. 2.7, 3.7, or 3.8. Now that's important. Ah, right. Which Python version are you installing? I don't even know if I'm going to. I think / might be shell scripting, not Python. Right. Yeah, I think you're right too, right? Python version. Well, I do know that in their config file, it did say, right, when I looked at it, what did I do? I looked at this. It says if Python 2, right, please use Python 2.7. Bam. That's how we know what version we want to use. Right? I like 2.7 in the house. Going down. Yeah, okay. Cool, cool, cool. All right, so Python is what we would do if we were going to install. The decisions are in the air. If you actually look, right, this actually already has, I noticed, this has a make file in it already. Right there, right? So if we were to take a gander at that, right, this is usually where, right? Oh, where did you start? I can't see. Let's see. Come here, you stinking guy. This is great reading, huh? Black on white, white on black, whatever. Where does the start of this bunch of if statements in this sucker? Run Python tac version to see if it's installed. It is not. I am quite sure, but I will look anyway, just in case one of those apt installs did it, but I doubt it. Wow, this is a large makefile. Yeah, of course, because it's for Node, right? It's going to be huge. Node.js. But if you'd like to see, right, Python, if I could type version, not found. Yeah, because we never did install it. We never did. This is how to multitask check in general. Oh, yeah, I saw you posted something there. Yeah, and if you want, Discord is kind of whatever. We don't do a lot of it, but it's there if you anybody wants to join. You know, as the crew starts to grow, you know, we'll get more involved with the old Discord. You know. General, you said. Bam, the best way to watch. I like it. Here's what Ethan's showing. He said, this is the best way to watch like this. I feel so honored. Sweetness. Hey, we did fun stuff earlier. We had Ethan share a live VS Code window, and we helped we helped work through, right? Like a little rendering of some data in his Vue application. That was cool. Never did that before on stream. That was pretty sweet. It was sweet. I liked it a lot. It tasted nice. It was nice and tasty. Okay, so I mean, we're really at the end of this thing right here. Now I wonder, would you even have to? Oh no, I guess. Yeah, because the base thing you need is at least Python, right? That's why you run that, and it tells you that it needs Python. Yeah, okay. So I guess if we wanted to run the make file, right, we definitely would have to have that, right? So now allows you to execute script in the current directory. Now does that already exist in here? Well, I'm gonna do this real quick just to play it safe. I guess I can say help, right? Okay, so it is already in there. All right, so then that would work. So all I would really have to do is, yeah, I guess all I would really have to do is install Python 2.7. Now, apt search, right? Is it like, can I do this? Python, right? And see how they reference. I mean, it could just be, right, like Python 2.7, but I don't know what the package name is. I don't know what the package name is, so I'm searching, baby, through all of it. Gonna get a return back. We'll see what happens when we get all the search results, baby. Gonna be kinda flipping amazing. Looping through, seeing you. I don't know. See, I just keep rhyming with the same words. Doesn't matter. It's just fun. It's a good time. While we sit here and do our full text search. 88%, baby. Go the distance. You better freaking find me something, or I'm gonna find you. Alright? And when I do, I'm gonna have it with a Louisville Slugger with your name on it. Huh? Friggin' guy, huh? This guy over here. It would be, you know, I really should. It will be in a virtual machine. I guess Docker image has a lot of things not installed by default. Well, it's this image specifically, right? I'm literally in like Ubuntu's like command, like terminal, right? This is a Ubuntu image. But you're right, I probably should have, I haven't done that in so long either on here. I'm pretty sure I have like Vagrant installed on here. Vagrant is like a HashiCorp product, right? That allows you to spin up. It's a lot easier. You just do like Vagrant up, right? It's kind of like Docker, right? Docker run or Docker compose up, it reminds me of. But yeah, so here's a bunch of the commands you can run. And basically you create like a Vagrant file. I haven't done this in a while. I have to remember exactly. But you create like, it's really simple. You kind of just create, where am I at? Oh, that's not gonna work in here. I think I had it in, see there's VirtualBox VMs, that's I don't remember if it was in here. There's a spot where I kept, yeah, let's see, so here, right, so there's Nomad demo, playbook, YAML. I'm trying to think. There's Win 2012. There's a getting started, right? So let me just look at what this, the name of the package is Python. It is 2.7. I kind of figured it would be. But yeah, Vagrant's pretty cool if you ever used it for virtual machines. I think it makes it really easy for somebody like here, right? So here is this right, this will go out and get a CentOS image, or I should say VM. I'm so used to saying image for Docker. You basically just say Vagrant up and like it'll read this Vagrant file and basically go and get the VM and spin it up for you. And then you can do stuff like you can allocate different memory. You can say if there's a UI for it. Yeah, right. We'll have to do that on stream one night too. So yeah, so if we full text there, it's still, look at how slow this is though. Let's just do this then, right? Apt. I thought I just did an install. No, I guess not. Well, fine then. Be like that. Alright, so we're going to install the Python. We're going to install the Python. Install, surely. Whisper me if you want a CodeHustle sticker. Whisper or Twitter me. I'll send them out this week. We've got them everywhere now. We've sent them to New Zealand. We've sent them to, yeah, sent to New Zealand, England, British Columbia, New Jersey, California, Trying to think of some. New Zealand's like the furthest one. I was really like, holy, can't believe it made it. Hit me up. Be a code hustler. See, I normally rocking my code hustle hat, but you know, got the developer hat on tonight. Got the Gatsby one if you need to get crazy. Gatsby with the jam stack on the inside. What? What? Can't beat that. Gotta have the swag. Gotta have the swag. Right? We're talking Linux. Why not? Linux stickers. What? Okay. Anyway, 2.6. We should be good now, right? Now I should be able to say Python. What? Lies. Lies you tell. Don't you say these things? What happened? 2. The following new packages will be installed. Minimal. Forly newly installed. Need to get of archive after operation. Got it. Do you want to continue? I said yes. Archive. Gotcha. What happened here? Delaying package configuration since app utils is not installed. Unselected. Whatever. Unpacking. What is Python 2.7? Fruit. Oh, my eyes. I cannot even see your name from here. Fruit fucker? I think that's what it does say. Oh my god, my eye. That lets you know it's getting late in the night and my eyes are getting blurry. Try in another terminal session. I can't. Well, like, not really. I mean, I kind of could, in the sense of I could do, but it's, but I do see what you're saying. You said that I needed to do the version, try typing Python, right, and then see if it'll. Streamer always gets a chuckle seeing my name, right? Fruit fucker, what's up? I like it. The binary could be named Python 2. Okay, try typing Python tab. Like here though, I don't. That's not gonna work. Or that's not working. I don't. Yeah, I don't think it would. What do I want to do? How do I do this? The binary could be. I already read that. Weird. Right, so it's not there. Let's try. I'm just going down the list now. No. Okay. Can you do like this? Or wait, hold on. How do you list the packages again? Damn it. Nope. That wasn't it. Well, actually, if this actually, right, we did this actually, right? When we ran just this, notice, oh, where the hell am I at? Oh, I'm not inside of. Okay, and then let's see if, so the configure here run, see, we're good. It ran the check to see if Python is actually installed. If we really wanted to see this, right, we could actually probably do, and then in here we could see how it called it, right? Couldn't we? bin. I mean, which Python 2, right? Mind if I see your path real quick? Echo path. Yeah, we could do that. There she is. It seems like they just did, right? It almost locate Python note that the mix single, okay, whatever. What if you just did? That doesn't work, right? But okay, I get it. Okay, but Python should be in one of those directories. It's in user bin, I guess. User bin Python 2.7. So it's in here, right? It should be. So, right, you're saying right, I mean, I should be able to say Python 2.7, right? Like, or actually, right? I mean, that's kind of, there you go. That actually worked. That's odd, right? It is. It's actually in there. Look at that. Why did that not work, though, when I didn't do it, like when I just did this? Oh, what the flip? It's thinking about it? Or what? Oh, well, we were in the other terminal. I was over here trying to do it. Oh, that's right. Damn it. Fruit fucker. I'm like, this is a good time for fucker, too. I did Docker run integrate, or right, integrated, yeah, right. So what I did was, all I did was spin up an entirely new container. It doesn't have any of the shit in there. Whenever you create a new container, it's empty. It doesn't, I don't have any persistent data on it. So if you actually went and looked, this would be the easiest probably way. If you see here, that's why it did, that's why Python didn't show up in the other terminal window. Because this is taking a minute to start up because I just updated. But here, see, look, it spun up a new Ubuntu. I have a couple of them here. 1, 2, 3. That's why. That's why that didn't work. That makes sense. But it is here. See, we did it. We're in Python. Here we go. Right. I don't know how to write any Python, so I wouldn't know what to type here. But it is working. Exit with a like a function. Okay. All right, cool. So now that we have that, right? Technically, I should actually be able to run the make file on this. Don't you just say make? Let's see what happens. Make, see, oh, it's doing something. So we are, if I'm not mistaken, we are building Node.js from source code. Right? Now, what outputs on that? I don't know. It's compiling some binaries. Yes. I agree. Fruit knows what's up in the house. I said he's. I apologize. I always do that. I shouldn't genderize anybody. I don't know. You could be alien. You could be a hybrid, you know. I don't want to, you know, call you dude if you're not. All right, so this is cool. I wonder how long that's going to take. 300 years! But that's pretty cool. So, nice. This is actually, yeah, this is going to be handy. Handy dandy. Handy dandy Sandy. I didn't know this, that you can actually, you can pass Docker images around as tar files. I didn't know that. Fruit. I found that out today. I used to compile Linux kernels and grab something to eat, drink while it's going on, right? I don't know how long this could take. It could take some time, couldn't it? I tell you, we're living on the edge too with this one, Fruit, because whew, as soon as I close this terminal, that's it. All the data that we've installed on this container for the last like 3 days is gone. We'll try to leave it up. Luckily, we're at the end of our Linux. If you look here, we followed, just to bring you up to speed here, we're on the old Linux journey we thought it was pretty cool. It's, you know, pretty straightforward and nice, and just kind of walks you through. So we started at the get starting, walked all the way through, got all the way to here. That's where we're at now. Packages. Bam. We finished the grasshopper stage. Yes. Grasshopper. David Carradine. Back in the day for you oldies like me. But then you can move on to Journeyman and Networking Nomad. What? And that's the end. And then there's some resources. But this is pretty cool, right? I mean, this gets into some pretty cool stuff. We're going to continue doing. Now that I did like the base stuff, though, I've heard Docker runs quite slow on Mac. I wouldn't think it would be any different than anything else. I don't know. Seems to be fine. You'll be missed, Linux streams. We can keep going. We can keep the streams going. I can move on to Journeyman. You know, we can go to the devices. Learn about Linux devices and how they interact with the kernel and user space. File system. Boot the system. Kernel. This would be, right? The deep dive. Yeah, cool. I mean, the networking one would probably be pretty interesting, right? Seeing how you can do all that goodness. Yeah, we'll see. But you know, it's good to take little breaks, right? We jump from one thing, we'll go from Linux, maybe again, I want to start in fact, let me go ahead and, while I'm sitting here doing this, let's go ahead and do repo new. What do we want to call it? The acronym app. We got to call it something. Let's call it something. Acro. Doesn't really matter what it's called, but I just wanted to create a, what do we want to say? Acronymizer. Acronymizer. Ooh, that kind of sounds good, huh? Acronymizer. I like it. Don't even know if that's a real word, but I like it. I'm going to use it. Public, sure. Do with the README? Why not? We'll create that repo right now. Bam. So now, right, we can come in here, right? We can add some issues. New, oh, not new. No, now, GitHub. Good first issue. Label issues and pull requests for new contributors. All right, so let's see what happens if you create a new one, right? Do they have templates like for? And what's the difference between, oh, that's some, okay. All right, acronymizer. Acronymizer. All right, so what would be the first thing? As far as like, right? We want to, I'm trying to think of like where I want to just think about. So do we want to go into that? Do I want to do like that, say like scaffold, you know, like, do we want to do that? Scaffold, React, application, something like that, right? And then we can just say in here, right, that we want to create base. Oh my goodness, my fingers can't type at all. Create base app using. I guess we'll probably just write create React app. I type so much better during the day. I don't know what the deal is. And then I always look down. Like during the day, I can type pretty. I'm just a horrible typer for the most part, but I type way worse on stream for some reason. It's the pressure. You guys are pressuring me. I can't handle it. All right, cool beans. All right, so the economizer, we're getting there. Create base app using create React app. Sure, why not, right? We'll just start making shit, right? Like owner, me, right? You are the owner of the Acromont. Yeah, I know. No one's assigned. Assign yourself. Yeah, we do. There we go. I need to create some stuff. Oh, projects. See, I need to add in. I need to create this. What is that? Projects? Not yet. Milestones. Linked pull request. Okay, no. But yeah, I need to create some of these things too. We'll get back. I just was trying to do some simple, just thinking that, wow, let's see if that thing is, is that done yet? I don't know. Is that still pushing? What do you think? What do you think? Is that still going? I would assume it'd come back to the command prompt when it's done. You know, I might have, oh, here we go. It's still running. Still going. I saw some movement there. I saw some movement. This will be a one-time deal too, because again, not buddy, relax. Oh, it's outside. Hold on one sec. I'm just gonna open the door with my dog. Gotta let the code dog in, you know what I'm saying? Gotta let the code dog in. Old buddy the code dog. And Harsky. Buddy is a lab pit bull mix. Harley is a French bulldog. Doesn't belong to me. French bulldog is my son's, my oldest son's, who's living in Japan and couldn't take his dog with him. So we became the adoptive parents for the next few years. Next 2 years now. It was 3, but now it's 2. This thing is still going. That's awesome. What was some of the stuff that I said I wanted to? I wanted this to have like. See, I'm always kind of like, how nuanced do I get with some of these? Sometimes I wonder. You hear the dogs are just going nuts in the background now. You get to hear all their rattling. Isn't that fun? I'm gonna be winding down here anyway. We're getting a little late, 11:15 already at night. Gotta get some shut-eye in for the morning, you know. I usually try to cut off that by 11:30, but tonight was fun, man. We did some good. That VS Code thing that we did with Ethan was good stuff. That was fun doing a live thing, and then we all mobbed on it together and figured it out. That was the shit. That was awesome. Why are you compiling from scratch? Oh, just purely just for experience, like to just because we were going through this and it says compile from source code. I probably shouldn't have grabbed Node.js. I just grabbed something like a tar of source code, and so I probably should have grabbed something really small, but I didn't. And I'm not even worried about this. I'm not gonna finish that. I don't really care. I don't need it on there or anything. It was just to learn. So yeah, I think we got out of it what we needed. I don't need to actually run Node.js on there, but I get what it's doing, right? We basically pulled down source code. We have the capability to build build this, right, to compile it together and then be able to have a node, I guess like a node install, right? Cool. Well, that was basically the completion of this piece, so that we were done with that. Again, then you come back to the home and you can move on, but that's all we had with that one. What else? Anything else? No, I'll come back. I'll make more issues along the way here as we go. The economizer. Yeah, okay, so I don't know. I think we're good. I think we're good for the evening. Again, hit me up in the whispers, hit me up in Twitter DM if you want. If you'd like to receive, I'm trying to send some out this week. I have a couple people that I have to send stickers out to. So I gotta go get more stamps too. I'm already running low. Already running low on stamps. Come on, who doesn't want the little mini Python sticker? How cool is that one? Or Arc Linux. I got 5 stamps. Oh man, definitely need to get some more stamps if I want to send out all over. It took 3 US stamps to get to New Zealand. Not so bad. That's pretty good. This is the other one we just made, but this one doesn't show up as well. Let's see. I don't think it'll, even with the back on there, because it starts to see through. But it's a JavaScript one. We made this little sticker as well. It's kind of fun. So, you know, that one, or bam, you get that one. You know, I like to send them out for free. You know, you just build a community, show your love for code, and yeah. All right, cool. I think we are good for now. I keep saying that. Why not? Let's go raid somebody, right? I haven't done this in a while. Hang on. I just started doing this, and I'm not good at it. So if the people that are in chat would stick around just so I can do a raid and actually give over some people, that'd be cool. Even just for a minute, just to say, hey, let me get going. Come on, this thing runs so slow. Come on. Here we go. Raid channel. Give me a. All right. So how do we do this? We go boom. Right. Nobody's live right now. Oh wait. So what's the best thing to do this? Is it the easiest way to do this is to go and like, is this the easiest way to like see how to, who's live right now? Like, cause there should definitely be somebody, maybe not, it's late. I didn't think about that. A lot of people don't stream at this time. Let's see, I'm kind of curious to see what follow channels show up. Oh, so the Primogen's up there, Alt F4. What about Codephobia? Let's do Codephobia, right? Cause it's got 11 in there. Where are we at? Here, right? Hang on, people, hang on. Help me do this for the first time. Codephobia. Let's see, I'm kind of curious to see what follow channel show up. Oh, so Primogen's up there. Alt F4. What about Codephobia? All right, here we go. All right, everybody, have a great night. See ya. Thanks for stopping in. Keep up the code hustle. Talk soon. Well, we're trying. Come on. Come on. Go over. All right, there we go. I think we're coming in here. I should be